Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 6 of the SJU GET podcast. And for this episode, we're going to be talking about Persona and Shin Megami Tensei. And for this episode, we have one guest. We have Ant here talking about us, and he's going to be talking about mostly Shin Megami Tensei with us. Would you like to introduce yourself, Ant?
Hey, everybody. This is Ant here. I'm a University of Iowa student. Basically, it's located in Iowa City. I'm a third year student, studying psychology, and I will be actually talking about the SMT series that is connections with the Persona that all of you know. But yeah, would you like to go first, Paul? What you have thoughts on for the SMT series in Persona?
I think with it is that how the Persona series has completely evolved and became its own thing from Shin Megami Tensei. Since it originally start, well, from like it was a spin-off, right? It was one of
It was a spin-off of, well, it started from a game called SMT If, and then it basically became its own subsidiary, which is Persona. SMT If is basically just a smaller like structural like storyline where you start in high school versus the SMT series where you have to like save the whole world from destruction or chaos and all that. So basically it's shrunk down more and it's more I guess structural focus and if that makes any sense.
Persona 4 just crashed.
It did.
Did it actually?
It actually just crashed. Wow, we're off to a great start.
Well,
Great start.
since
I mean,
fast,
this,
it's
this, this,
fantastic.
Brilliant.
I mean, this is this. I wonder if this is normal for the Steam port, though, right?
I mean, the Steam port's okay. I'll give it an okay. It's not
All
great.
right.
It's already crashed 3 times for me in the past. I've lost a few save datas and it sucked. It's been
Yeah,
shit.
some of the Alice ports for like Persona and SMT, especially SMT remastered, has not go well. Let's just say that for my sakes.
I'm surprised though that they even made like a Persona 4 Golden port.
Honestly, yeah. I'm also surprised he touched anything with SMT because it's mostly what's it called, Japanese fan base and just Persona.
Yeah, I thought it
Because
would
no,
have been Persona first before anything. Because
I mean,
everyone in the world has been saying, "Give us the Persona 5 port. Give us the Persona 5." That's all they want.
and then like
But
what's it called? Yeah, go ahead,
I
Caitlin.
wouldn't want a Persona 5 port because I started playing Strikers last night. I'm on the first jail and the frame rate is a little weird. It's like your typical hack and slash that's running really weird on the Switch. Like I heard complaints about Hyrule Warriors with the same problems. It's dropping to like 15 FPS sometimes in combat, which is really bad. But I wouldn't want a Switch port. Like, yeah, it sounds great, but it's not going to perform as well as the PS4.
I think that's something with the Switch. I don't think the Switch quality is that
I don't
great.
think the Switch can handle it.
I could add to that with the SMT3 remastered from the Switch. It is some of the scenes, especially when you go to the theme level area, it will drop drastically. It's really bad. I'm gonna say that right now. But Steam and the PS4 edition ports are fine, but the Switch is horrible for any ports.
I think Tokyo
honestly.
Mirage Sessions ran fine on the Switch. It was just a port. It was made for the Wii U, so like I guess there weren't that many differences. It was made for a console utilized on television. So I guess it ran fine because of that. I never really had a problem with it. I would just have a problem with the Persona 5 port.
Yeah. I don't think Persona 5, like any hack and slash game, should be on the Switch like that, because there's a lot to run on those. Like even recently, I've been playing like Samurai Warriors, and those games even run questionably on my PC.
When I played Hyrule Warriors, it was horrible, and I returned it because of it.
Oh,
It
yeah.
just, I don't know, it wasn't running right, and I said, why did I pay $60 for this game if I'm just gonna keep doing this?
Yeah, I have like doubts, but this like the Switch and the ports for like any for Persona games or SMT games, I literally have doubts now.
No,
what
if
I've
I
been seeing.
recommended a Switch quote-unquote Persona game, I would recommend Tokyo Mirage Sessions, because I greatly enjoyed that game. That was a great game.
Oh yeah, that was another Persona type spin-off, right?
That
Yeah.
was one of them, yeah.
I feel like it was more Persona than pure Shin Megami Tensei. It felt a lot more like Persona. Because you have the Fire Emblem characters as, like, personas, if you want to put it that way. And then you had, like, original characters controlling or wielding these personas.
Yeah.
What game is
I
this?
don't really remember the plot, though. I just
Tokyo
thought
Mirage Sessions.
Tokyo Mirage Sessions
stuff
Fire
happened yet.
Emblem.
It's a Fire Emblem thing?
Yeah,
it's
the
like-
personas were Fire Emblem characters.
I think in the
They
title,
were.
in the title, I think they call it Shimagami Tensei is
Yeah,
in the
Shin
title.
Megami
right?
Tensei Tokyo Mirage Sessions #FE. It's a very long title.
Yeah, I was about to say that's a bit long.
I will admit they also got rid of the SMT, like Shin Megami Tensei Persona 3, because it was like supposed to be like easier to like know than just the full name. I noticed that too with Persona 4 and Persona 5 also. If anyone noticed it too.
Yeah,
But
they never include Shin Megami Tensei in the title anymore.
But I think that's because of how like Persona is separate now. I think that's why.
Yeah, I think Persona has evolved into its own creation or fan base to the point they could separate Shin Megami Tensei from Persona instead of slapping the name onto it.
I think so, yeah.
I don't know, were they slapping it on there because it was a quote-unquote spin-off, or were they slapping it on there for marketing purposes?
I think it was for marketing purposes, and that people were like, "Oh, that's a really long name. I'm probably not gonna know that." So
Okay, that's understandable.
I would imagine though, like especially for like a Western audience, right? We're considered the Western audience, right?
Yeah.
This kid, right? For a Western audience, it's probably like who exactly is Shin Megami Tensei, right? Like it's not like a name known here, so they probably just shortened the name up, and that's where they started off with like Persona 4, right? Or not Persona 4 3, right?
I don't know. I guess that's what.
I think they stopped putting it on the boxes after 3.
yeah, after 3 I
Wait,
noticed.
actually, I'm gonna look on the Persona 4 box right now because I own it.
I don't think they have it on the third one. That's why. I just remembered like Persona 3
I
was
think it
Persona 3,
was-
that's it.
Oh, wait, actually, they did put Shin Megami Tensei
Oh,
on
they
the Persona 4 box. I don't
Oh,
know
they
about
did?
Golden. Okay, they
So-
stopped putting it on Golden. So
Is
it's
it-
just P4G Persona 4 Golden, and then the original is P4 Persona 4 Shin Megami Tensei.
This is actually interesting. So they have it on also like I'm looking at like a cover art for like one of the boxes for a PlayStation 2 version of P3, and I don't see Shin Megami Tensei. But on the other version they have, it's Persona 3 FES. They have right above it, it says Shin Megami Tensei. So I don't know why they don't have.
I think it's because they consider FES to be the canon one, unless it's P3P.
Mhm.
Does Persona 3 Portable have it on the box?
I am not so sure.
I am not aware of that, honestly.
Yeah, because P3P
They have it. They have it.
gave the option to control your party members, which was great. I remember as a kid, I really appreciated that because I haven't played Persona 3 since like forever. And then I got it on the PS Vita. Yeah, the Vita. And you were able to control your party members, and I'm like, ooh, okay, this is actually helpful. I know there's some stupid meme that people made of Persona 3. I think it was Mitsuru, where she kept using this move, unless it was Yukari. It was either one of them. And she kept using this move because it was AI. It wasn't actually you controlling it. So that was like a really popular meme in the fandom.
I think one of the main reasons they stopped putting Shin Megami Tensei on after 3 and with Golden is because people started. It got more popular with Golden, right? In Persona 4.
I believe so.
I have to say the fan base was very big with Persona 4 because I was very involved in the fan base around Persona 4. And there were a lot of people cosplaying it at cons. I remember I went to New York Comic Con as Naoto, and there were a lot of Persona 4 cosplayers even to that day. It was maybe when Persona 4 Dancing came out, and everyone just like revived themselves from the fandom and they were suddenly into Persona 4 again. And there were a lot of people still into Persona 4. So I think Persona 4 and Persona 3 were like the heart before Persona 5 came out, because then Persona 5 became like that big icon of Persona. Oh, if I see Joker, I know that's Persona. Like, Joker, I feel like, is now the face of Persona because of Smash and the way they marketed Persona 5.
Mm-hmm.
I think Smash was like that big thing that really made Persona blow up even more. Because everyone was so hyped for that. I remember that Game Awards. That was crazy.
Yeah,
No one expected that.
I still remember back then. I was actually out because that was the Game Awards was the same day that Smash came out that year, right? Or something.
Yeah, Smash came out that night.
Yeah, I remember that I was sitting in the GameStop just waiting to go get my copy, and they actually had the Game Awards on. They were watching it. All of a sudden, that happened. Everyone started losing their minds in the store. They were going nuts. Just no one expected that on the release date of the game too.
I have to say that was one of the best Smash reveals.
100%.
That was very unexpected.
All right, let's brace ourselves.
Yeah, I definitely know that like Smash like blew it up, but like before it though, like it was like Persona 4, and then like Golden.
Persona 4, yeah, definitely.
Honestly, like it's funny though too because, when it comes to the portable games, right itself, like one of like the best games you could have possibly owned for was it the PSP Vita, I believe, was the Persona 4
Vita
version of the game that they had, which is Golden. But they never like made Golden outside of the Vita, I believe, and that's why I think they might have wanted to push it to.
Yeah, it was definitely
have.
stuck on the Vita. It's like one of those things to own a Vita for.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because also with Persona 4 that pretty much got rid of the SMT name was that it also got a bunch of spin-offs, right? If you count Golden, that's one spin-off, which is quote unquote the upgraded version they call it. And then there's the dancing game, and it had a collab with a fighting game, Persona 4 Arena or something.
Yeah, they had a
right?
Persona like 4 and 3 like spin-off where like the characters from 3 and 4 would get together and beat up each other in a fighting game.
They also have like the lock collabs too.
Yeah,
it gave really good insight on where the characters are now. They're much older. Ken looked great. I loved Ken and Koromaru's design. They looked great. Yukari's was amazing. Mitsuru was amazing. It was just really cool to see where all the characters are now, and that's what they did in Persona 4 Dancing, where you can see where everyone is now. And in Persona 5, there is an Easter egg to show where Rise and Konami is the girl from Persona 4 Dancing, and they're still advertised as idols. I think Rise is doing acting. I'm not sure. It was like an advertisement Sapphire, unless it's for an album, and Konami is still doing music. So I thought it was really cool to still see where they are now as a little Easter egg. But I hope they do that for Persona 5, not as like a sequel, the way we got Strikers, but more of like, where are they now years and years later?
But how many years was it like actually pushed later? I'm just curious.
I think it's
I don't know. I'd have to look up the ages, but I know that the majority of them were adults.
Is it just like a year after, like, or oh no, this is for 3, right? The characters in 3.
4.
I think it's the Persona games take place when they release. So Persona.
Yeah, they do
Persona
take
4
place when they release.
That came out 2008, 2006, right?
Okay, so she was around. Rise was around 15, 16 in Persona 4, and then she was 17 in Dancing, and then she's 21 in Persona 5.
Wait, she really?
Yeah,
Okay.
so that takes place like 5.
Yeah, about 4
Am
or
I doing
5
the math
years,
right?
About 4 years after.
So are they in the same universe? You said 3, right? Or 4?
Rise is from Persona 4.
Okay.
So they're all in the same universe, I guess you want to call it?
Yeah, they're in
much.
like they're in a similar universe due to like I want to say like the Velvet Room, I believe, right? Because that's what happens in like those. I'm pretty sure like those spin-off games where they have the handhelds, like it's the Persona Qs,
Yeah.
right? Every
Oh,
Persona Q
Persona
is like
Q is
the.
great. That was a great dungeon crawler. I really enjoyed that. And then Q2 came out and they decided not to put effort in it because it was a game that was releasing when the 3DS was on its last strings. And it makes me sad because I think having all of the cast members together for one game, 3, 4, and 5 would have been really cool.
What is the in like the premise of like PQ2? It's just like they
It's like
combine
a
the characters.
movie theater theme.
Yeah, but is it like they combined the characters of 4 and 5 and they didn't like they combined the main character or the like what is it like the
All
fan
of the teams are there.
team?
Phantom Thieves,
the investigative team,
The
right?
investigator team, and then
Wait, they have
the
the characters.
terrorist team.
They have the characters from 3 in that game.
I
it's
think
three,
so.
It's 3, 4,
Yeah.
and 5. It's all of them. Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was only the main
It would have been a
character of 3.
huge English cast.
Okay, that explains.
Because that
a lot.
was when they introduced Minako, which is the girl from Persona 3. And that was the only time we
Yeah.
got a girl protagonist.
Is Q just like what's it called, canon, or is it just like just for fun?
Oh yeah, that's
See,
true. Are
I
these
don't
canon?
know.
I think they're for fun.
I don't know if Q is canon. Q came out in 2014?
Yeah.
Really? You can't find this anymore. It's going for a lot of money.
And then you're saying that they messed up on 2. So why do you think they messed up on 2 again? I'm just curious.
Because it stuck to Japanese voice acting, and they
Okay.
didn't market this game at all. Like, didn't market at all. It got a great limited edition. My sister bought the limited edition, and it came with like a cute little Koromaru plush and pins and stuff. But they didn't market this thing at all. Unless you're looking on a Twitter page that's advertising that it's up for pre-order or something, they didn't care about this game.
I remember seeing it though. That's the thing. I remember like hearing about it. So
Yeah,
Like-
like you'll see maybe like a YouTube video recommended, but you're not going to see Atlas actually tweeting out about it.
Oh, you're
or
right. I think
actually advertising it.
you were right about that.
Yeah, I
Honestly,
never
yeah.
saw any advertising for Q2.
It's probably one of those spin-offs that just doesn't get attention, but it's actually a really good game. But you know, it happens.
People like it. I think they like the designs and stuff.
I liked it. I liked the chibi style. I feel like it really captured the characters' personalities. Like how in Pokemon Black and White they had those animated sprites that capture the Pokemon's personalities. That's how I felt about Persona Q. Unfortunately, we probably won't be getting another Persona Q because I don't think it did well.
Which one? The second one you're saying?
Yeah, I don't think the second one did well.
I mean, I never saw anyone even like getting it. I never saw it in stores. It was like non-existent, honestly.
Yeah, same here. I mean, even I would be aware about Persona, but like I would never heard about Q, honestly. So, just marketing has been, I guess, terrible.
I think so. I mean, they do have a lot of spin-offs. That's the thing too.
See,
Yeah,
like,
they really rushed the Persona 3 and 5 dancing, and that's what makes me angry about it, because if they waited for Royal, or at least had an idea of what Kazumi was going to be like, I feel like Kazumi would have been amazing in the dancing games. Because dancing, like, gymnastics and dancing is her thing.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Like, why didn't they put her in dancing or Q2 or anything like that?
And
It's
we
just-
thought they were going to put her as DLC, but they never did. They just stopped caring about the game.
I mean, honestly, the way I see the dancing games, right, is that like Persona 3, like, while it was like a start to like gaining more people in like the Western audience, right? It wasn't enough for the push, but like Persona 4 was and like Golden were the ones, right? But I don't know which one came first before they did dancing for that game. And then like the whole point is like, okay, like we have Persona 4's dancing, and then they made Persona 5 dancing like after like all these extra spin-offs they have. that came into it too. But even after like all the spin-off, it's like, was it like enough? I mean, now we have like Persona 5 Strikers too. It's like the other spin-off that they decided to throw into the
Actually, that one's
The-
not even a spin-off. That's a direct sequel. The only one that they have.
I
They
mean-
literally had a collaboration with Hatsune Miku in
oh yeah,
Persona
that was
4
another,
Dancing.
that was another one that happened.
That was huge. She did a remix of a dungeon theme.
Oh, okay. But I just don't know. Like that's my point. Like this is why I'm more or less like the way I see it is like the Persona like cuz is it like would you guys consider Persona 5 Strikers as not in without if I'm not talking about the story, right? Like or like is the story bare bones actually? That's what I'm kind of curious about cuz I
I
didn't
don't know
play
much
it.
about the story. I just know they're not palaces anymore. They're jails.
They're jails.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
mostly the
They're
same.
called jails.
But in like is the game like time as long as like a normal Persona like for 5? No, right? It's like
I
much
don't think
shorter.
so.
Because it's
It
just
might
supposed to
be
be
like
the beat 'em up.
60 to 70 hours, maybe.
Okay.
I mean, those types of beat 'em up, slash 'em up games aren't usually that long, so I don't know.
Yeah, that's why I'm like kind of concerned. Because that's why I'm like in my head, alright, they just made the beat 'em up like they wanted to switch it up, right? They didn't want like the fighting game of like what are they gonna do then, right? It's like oh like Atlas made the fighting game for 5, right? So like when and then it's going to be like in the fandom like so when are they making the one for 3, right? And they never do. Where like they go back and like kind of put like the other games like into like back into the market again, and they kind of just leave it to die. So well, there was so much hype for 5, that's why they were like, okay, we can just make the dancing the beat 'em up game. So that's where it's like, in my opinion, it's like I'm not entirely sure.
Well, people
Like-
want an arena game. We thought we were getting an arena game, but we got Strikers.
Yeah, we never got an arena.
Because they
game
did
yet.
copyright P5A at one point. Or something of the sort, and they copyrighted P5S right next to it.
Unless they're just.
So
in
that's
the
why we thought
works.
we were getting an arena and a Strikers type game. But honestly, I don't have much to complain about Strikers at the moment. I feel the visuals are very crisp on the Switch. The loading times aren't that bad. I just have a problem with the actual combat. Because sometimes the frame rate drops. But other than that, I think the visuals are very nice. It's not really boring me as much as I thought it would, because I played the Japanese demo when it came out, and I sat there going like, I don't know if I like this. I'm not into hack and slash type of games.
Mm-hmm.
But as long as you remember the controls and you kind of have an idea on what you're doing, the jails aren't going to be that dreadful. So I remember how annoying palaces could be with the shadows, and how you'd have so many encounters. Like in Yusuke's palace, that was so annoying. How many times did I run into shadows? I hated that.
Yeah,
But this is just like waves and waves of shadows, and you just fight them directly.
Okay.
I think one other thing with Persona that no one ever talks about the first two games, Persona 1 and 2. They've been completely forgotten at this point.
But you haven't met the other side of the fandom where they're elitists.
What do you mean they're elitists? What happened? What's the other side of the fandom?
Wait, what do you mean?
Yeah.
Wait, hold on, pause.
I haven't
what do
heard
you
this.
mean?
Pause.
There are people who gatekeep Persona because people don't know 1 and 2. They've never played 1 and 2, so if you've never played those games, you are not a true Persona fan. And I'm not joking with you. These people are serious.
That doesn't.
They're not
doesn't
playing
matter,
around. They're
though.
serious. They will treat you like garbage.
They're all like,
I've
what's
seen
it
those
called?
people before.
The Persona games, especially 1 and 2, have their own special stories, and you're like, they're also their turndowns. I just don't know why you would say, oh, if you don't play 1 and 2 or you don't know it, then you're not a true Persona fan. That doesn't make any sense. That's like really
Because-
biased.
Because
It's just
I
an
think that
elitist.
these people joining in because of Persona 5, they're fake fans. But in my opinion, you're not a fake fan. You're just joining in at a different time of Persona.
Yeah, it's just joining.
Like, am I a
in-
fake fan for joining in when it was like P3, P4 when I was a kid? Like, I wasn't born for Persona 1 and 2. There's no access to Persona 1 and 2 now without pirating it.
Yeah, pretty much.
There's
I'm gonna.
no accessibility.
Unless you have $200 to get a copy of the first game.
Oh, that's generous.
How much? Wait, how much is like an actual?
It goes
like,
for maybe
copy?
$400, $500.
Yeah,
Because it's
they're
so
very
rare.
rare now.
And that's a generous price.
But
Oh
no,
yeah!
I
Wow. Yeah, you're right.
It's
On eBay,
yeah,
Yeah.
it's bad.
400.
It's really
Same
bad.
as Rule of Rose by Atlas.
Well, you know, this is for an English like version. You know, you could literally get it, but it's gonna be like, I see like eBay, $30 used on like the PSP though. So
Because
no,
it's
what-
probably Japanese or something.
it's a Japanese
Yeah,
text
the
only,
Japanese
so-
copies don't have much worth as the Western copies, I
'Cause
noticed.
they produce the Japanese ones more. They're more common. They do it a
Okay.
lot with the Japanese companies.
You know what it is though too? Like it's also on a console that like you have to go out of your way to get too.
Yeah.
Like it's a PlayStation, an original PlayStation. So like going out of your way to get that, and
Well,
this
if
is
you
for
get
both of those,
if
right?
you get a PlayStation 2, it's backwards compatible.
Oh, is it for
You just
these?
need a memory card for
Okay.
the PlayStation 1.
At that point, you just get like an emulator because it's just not worth the money, honestly. I mean, back then you could have, but just now people are hoarding like the cartridges, especially what's it called, one
Well,
and two.
here's the
It's just-
question: is there actual demand for it, or is it the minority of the fandom?
That are holding it.
Yeah, is there actual demand for this game to be ported to Steam, Switch, PlayStation, you name it? Or is it just a minority voice in the fandom that really wants it, but it's not going to sell well, so Atlas doesn't see it as a profit?
Yeah.
Just one enemy left.
I think it's just a small minority just wanting the game because of what's it called? Just because it's the first and second game and it's like completely different from 3 and 4 and 5. It's just I understand where they're coming from, but yeah, I don't think they're gonna ever port it to what's it called, Steam or
Well, I
Any
like
console.
the
The
music.
entire party just get wiped because the character. Okay.
Do you have it on easy or normal?
I think I have it on normal. Okay.
Yikes. Alright, well, normal could be just as annoying. Wait until you get the kanji.
I'm like.
It gets better. It gets better. Don't worry. I had a problem with Shadow Risei and Shadow Kanji, and I hated it so much.
I'm like.
Alright, just a tip. Tell me where you are because you can't show Shadow Risei and Shadow Kanji on stream.
Oh yeah.
You
that's-
might actually get flagged.
That's right. I can't. Oh boy.
I don't
something.
know if
It's
you'll
something.
get
Don't do
flagged
it.
for that.
Oh boy.
yeah, it's 4 has an interesting
An interesting
twist to
game.
the characters. Yeah, let's just put it interesting. Just
Wait, how?
interesting.
Wait, you're only into GA's Palace right now, aren't you?
I'm in Yukiko's.
Oh, okay. So you're still.
Oh, you're in
Oh.
Yukiko. Okay. I don't know who's next.
It's the next one is
Looking up.
kanji. The next one is kanji.
Is it kanji?
Yeah.
Paul, what do you think is like the hardest game you played so far for Persona for either 4 or 5?
Well,
in
I've
your
only
opinion?
played 4 and 5, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm low-key hating 5 because there's no way. There's supposed to be like you can get the advantage on them so you can strike first, but the way of doing it is ridiculous because if I try to get near them to do it, and every time I
Wait,
do,
you
they
hate
detect me.
5 or you hate 4?
Oh, did I say 5 or 4? I meant I hate 4.
You said 5.
I meant to say 4. You know, I'm really hating 4. Cause it's like, oh hey, you can get up behind them and do a sneak attack, but every time I try to, it's like, oh no, they saw you, so you don't get it.
Oh yeah, you do have 2 shadows in Yukiko's castle. You have Yukiko and Chie.
Yeah, you do both, and then the next one after is then
The one dude.
kanji. And then after that, they also do they put like both of these characters like back to back for like that weird like moment of like those weird.
I know
dun-
they did it for Teddy too.
I just died again. I'm gonna.
Yeah,
Oh man. All right, May 19th. You have to go to kanji. Oh well. All right. I guess it's kanji first. Risei next.
Wait, Paul, what's your stats right now for your movesets for your character?
I don't know because I haven't played this in a while. Because after I lost 3 save states.
Okay.
I don't think you progressed that fast in Persona 4.
Nah. Really? Because it's more
There's some
longer than,
things you
let's say, like
have to
SMT
do.
game.
Yeah, I mean, you have to. I mean, as it is, right? Leveling up your confidence is the thing. Actually, that's like an interesting point to like talk about, right? For the difference between like both these games, right? Like in SMT, there's not really like you're not like creating like these like additional bonds with your characters.
No, we call them demons. Actually, we don't call them Persona. And especially after playing SMT for a long time in Persona, I can't call them any like Personas anymore after what I've just witnessed with the game. Just because of the tone and just the environment and the gameplay, especially, is a turn system that you use. You know what I'm talking about when you hit the elements, you hit their weaknesses,
Yeah.
right? You get extra turn.
Yeah.
That's basically what they use. Except it's more brutally challenging, and you need to You don't You need more let's say more thoughts to your tactics than let's say Persona, because it is brutally challenging. I will admit.
What? Okay. What? What?
It seems
What?
strong, but I'm sure
What happened?
Remember how I said before it's impossible to sneak up on them? I just tried to do it, and then it's like
Yeah, in 4 it's not the same.
it straight up did a 360 and said no.
Yeah, the sneaking
Yeah, I
part
don't
in
think
4
it's
is just
possible in 4.
It's not.
in 4 you just
No.
have to run at somebody in the behind and just hit them. There is no like sneaking.
Yeah.
You just go straight for it.
The way you
I
gauge
think that's a part of 5. That's
part of
not in
5.
4.
Oh really?
where
Yeah, I
you
think
could
5
whip
is
off their
counters,
mech.
or
Yeah, no. 5 is different.
5 is different. The entire atmosphere is different, right? You're a thief in 5. In 4, you're a normal teenage kid. Like, that's pretty much what they got going. Granted, that's happening in both, but like, one is set, like a different tone set, and like you're just kind of like going into these dungeons to save people, right? You're not really saving people in 5. You're like stealing the hearts. It's a different thing.
Meanwhile, SMT, it's more like you either become God or you decide to go against God. It's really extreme for SMT.
Also,
well,
Yeah, I was
that's the
gonna
thing,
say
too,
that's a
yeah.
completely different thing in this game.
Yeah.
yes,
So there are
And-
multiple routes then, right?
yes. There's law, neutral, and chaos. There's also a game that basically takes the D&D alignment system and they make the game called SMT 9, which is not the ninth game, obviously, duh. But they use nine alignments, and it's on the Xbox. It's really dumb. I don't know why. And it sold
What?
so badly. The SMT 9. It's supposed. It was on the Xbox. No one knew about it. It was in Japan only, exclusive.
It's actually.
And it was
They
supposed to be
put,
an MMO too.
Persona. They put Persona 5 4 Arena and Ultimax on Xbox, actually.
Did they really?
Yeah,
I've never heard of that.
I
Okay,
was
that's-
never able to get a copy of it. I saw it in
Yeah.
GameStop one day, and I really should have, because it was a complete in box for $20. It was Ultimax, I think. And the sprites are great in that game. I thought it was really cool. I've shown the sprites to Paul before, and they're very lively, full of life. You
I
want
don't
to
know, I
call it
just-
that?
Lively is the word.
I just feel like Persona on
Energetic?
Xbox just sounds weird, honestly. And SMT, just originally was supposed to be for the PlayStation and the Nintendo consoles. It just I don't know.
It's very like weird. It's like on a Microsoft like console at that point.
Yeah.
But no, what's it called? Yeah, you do. There is different routes. They're not like, oh, it's just about like a character you're gonna save. No, it's literally just choosing against going with God or going against with neither. It's really weird. But when I'm playing for SMT3, the remastered edition, there's instead of just like neutral, law, and chaos, it's more about your reason. Like it goes above like what you align with. It's like it goes from like why. Like, why do you align this person for a reason? It goes from there. It's, I don't know, I guess it's unique and all that. And the
Yeah.
stories are supposed to be simplistic, but more philosophical, if that make any sense, than, I don't know, Persona. Because Persona is more bonding with your, the people around you. It's more story heavy than comment heavy. I would think so, if I'm correct. I don't know if you guys could agree with me or not, but SMT is just more combat and more demon focus. It's
Pretty
just
much,
not really.
pretty much the whole thing with Persona 5 is like building your confidence, forming bonds with everyone, and then growing your persona through the bonds. That's like the whole thing of the game.
Yeah, especially with fusion systems. Fusion systems are, I guess, more simplistic for Persona because and SMT you're using a bunch of like demons or I guess personas in your case, and you have to engage with the demons or personas in like than the actual game itself. So it depends on like how you view it. Just like it can be a little bit painful, like the few people that you really want it. So it's like, you know,
Yeah,
I get
yeah.
what you mean.
it's more. I guess I would say it's more thoughtful than just doing a persona because they're just only doing it for one character and then just multiple people. Because you're just by yourself all the time. Besides just some of the other games.
Yeah.
Also, isn't like in like FIFA, Shin Megami Tensei games, like the characters that like in your like group because you're like taming the demons, right? That's like the whole purpose, right?
Yeah,
Right.
it's just they're called demons. They're not personas.
Yeah.
No, it's just demons. We don't call them personas in SMT. It's really
Alright.
weird.
I just want to make sure because then there's the thing that comes into like interesting point is that like your demons can like act like when you're in combat, like if a demon like gets like killed, it's dead. Like you have to make another, or you have to like find a demon or somehow, right, to get that demon
You just
back.
have to summon it or revive it, whatever you use.
You can like retrieve those demons that like get knocked
Yeah.
out though.
Basically, as long as you don't die, but the demons die, you're fine. As long as you don't die, basically.
Okay.
That's the
Okay,
point.
so yeah, it's the same thing as Persona, where only the main party member has to die for like to get a game over.
Yeah.
Yeah, except
Wait,
it's more
really?
brutally difficult. Yes.
Oh,
It's-
maybe it's because I've played on easy mode that doesn't happen.
I feel like
Stop
no.
making fun of me. I'm really bad at Persona.
It's a hard
If you play
game.
I'm
SMT3,
bad at all games.
good luck.
I mean, it's also just like an old school style of like that RPG. So like, it's not like entirely easy to like get through.
No, especially for SMT3.
Well, that's why I play on easy mode because I'm more interested in the story.
Yeah,
And that's
then
why I like that easy mode exists so I can get through the story.
the
Yeah.
easy mode in SMT3 is actually the remaster is really like baby-like to the point it's like you don't have to grind at all. It's really bad.
It's hand
No
holding
offense.
pretty much. Alright, I
Yes,
don't like
extreme.
it like that. I don't like hand holding. I want like the ability to play the game at least, not have my hand held the entire time.
Nocturne does not do that for you from normal. Normal is like hard basically, and hard is just like master, if that makes any sense. It's literally it will like stomp you to the ground. It's not like a game that you take it lightly at all with its combat. You have to take it like very seriously and be tactical than just let's say Persona where it's like, oh I messed up, it's not really that bad. Unless you play SMT, it's like you mess up that move, have fun. You're gonna get wiped really fast. It's definitely interesting a little bit.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
Just one enemy left.
But no, I mean, I guess also to remind myself, not all SMT games are that hard. I guess one of them being Devil Survivor, where it's like Persona colluding with Fire Emblem Tactic style games. There's also like other spin-offs too. That just mostly focuses on story too. Like I said, from Devil Survivor, and like also, I know SMT is not meant for story stuff, but there are some exceptions that actually happen to it. So it's like a rare occasion sometimes, but yeah.
Oh yeah, I get it.
Because Persona was mainly later on, just more story based, which I find it just fine. It's just I was more invested, just more in the, I guess, combat and like fusing like powerful demons, and I guess thinking more above about the philosophy of like, I guess, life and what your reasons are than just story driven. I don't know. This is my taste, in my opinion.
Also, they're not putting like a time limit on you in like a Shin Megami Tensei game like that.
No.
Like in Persona, they do, right?
In Persona,
Well-
Persona 5 they do. I don't know about 4. I haven't gotten to that point yet.
So I know they
Or I
do
could give a
for-
time limit on how long you have to complete that dungeon.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. I'm just curious. They don't have this in Shin Megami Tensei games, right? The SMT.
One game does, because it's called Devil Survivor, and that one you're timed because you have only 7 days to live in that area before
Oh.
the area you're in
live?
is destruct. Yes,
Oh.
because in that area it gets
Like
bombed.
actually living?
Yes,
Oh.
it's very.
Because I
extreme.
saw that on the TV the other day at GameStop, and I'm like, oh, okay, I know that red-haired girl from Devil Survivor. She seems cool. But, like, you have like 8 days to live?
It's weak
Yeah, it's
I did
very
not
exciting.
know that about Devil Survivor.
Yeah, I didn't know
Alright.
that either. Okay.
Well, that makes
then.
me sad.
Yeah, it's very. It's more, I guess, yeah, like I said, it's more story-driven than an SMT game. And it's really good. I really recommend it. It's very story-driven than just a regular SMT game. It's more like, I guess, a Fire Emblem game than anything else. But if you're interested, definitely give it a try. I haven't completed it because there's a what's it called? There's just one area in the end game that just ticks me off the most because it's like really hard for a normal mode. Surprisingly, question mark. It's just, I don't know, it's just painful, let's just say. But yeah, you do have 7 days to live, so it's like, just a couple of kids, having a good day until, you got 7 days to live. Oh no, what you gonna do? You're gonna save the world? You're gonna become God, the Messiah? Or you're gonna, join Lucifer? It's extreme, let's just say that. Yeah, it's very not Western audience space, let's just say that. Well, I guess you could interpret it as, like, everyone else with Western
the
Japanese
tone's
audience.
definitely different. As you can
Yeah, no,
kinda see from that.
completely different.
Honestly, like at the end of like, you know what? Like a lot of Persona games like have a different tone. Like 1, 2, and 3 are all very different toned.
They're
Like
all-
4 and 5 is much like nicer. Like 5 is maybe the harsher one than 4.
We were nearly done.
Which one?
What was it? I know. Okay, I don't know much about the theme of 1
Persona-
and 2. I know 1 and 2
Persona
are
3,
really dark.
Yeah, we're
Well,
no,
Persona
two is-
3 dealt with like depression, suicide, grief, loss of family members, stuff like that.
I feel like Persona 2 is more nuts than just like sadness and all that. It's more like nuts than just any Persona game, I believe. Because what's it called? They have the character the Führer, so it's like wild.
Oh
I
yeah,
guess.
that's right. They for some reason reference Hitler for strange reasons.
I don't know why, honestly.
I honestly don't know why. I don't know either. I checked on it and the story is just completely bonkers.
Did
in
they
Persona
go
1.
through hell or something and they found people who were in hell?
I don't know.
I don't
I just
like that's the
No.
only thing I could think of.
I know Persona 2 is just bonkers. Just say that. Just put it that way.
I
I
Let
like
think-
you
the
know.
girl Maya.
I'm pretty sure what it
Girl
is.
Maya's cool.
They just found the world's greatest evil, who happened to be Hitler. In this case,
Okay, the
Okay.
Führer.
Hitler is basically the world's greatest evil
They
at that
give him
point.
sunglasses.
That's just, I don't know, it's just a really strange villain, but if it works for SMT and Persona game, I give it credit then, honestly.
I guess
Yeah, they pull it off.
because the whole point of with like SMT and Persona, at least the beginning ones, was like all about fighting evil, and I guess that's the only thing I could think of for the incarnation of evil.
Mhm.
In a way, yeah, it's just, they were experimental, let's just say that, and Persona
Well, I know they
3,
didn't want
4,
to
and 5.
localize Persona 2 because of Hitler being in the game, so they gave him sunglasses.
They just
Yeah,
wait.
they
They're
did.
exactly
did.
the same, just with sunglasses.
They gave, I think they redrew his portrait or something. Look,
Oh, you know what it is
Sunglasses.
too? I think he has like the armband for like the swastika. They got rid of that. And
does
they
he?
made, They
I
made
don't
something
see that
else.
here.
At
There
one-
was I think a Persona that had the swastika on his arm, I believe, and they had to get rid of that, I think. I don't know which character that was, but I looked it up on Twitter.
If I can
we-
find this character, there's like a yeah, there is a symbol somewhere, and they just
There was
get
a
rid of it.
Persona that had it. I don't know what it was, but it was on my Twitter list. Let me go find it right now, actually. Now I'm talking about Persona and stuff.
I need to find
where's
it.
the art?
Is he the main antagonist of
No.
Persona 2?
I feel like
He's
he
not-
would be.
He's not the main antagonist until like the end of the game. They like put you through like other things before you end up getting this is the main evil that you end up fighting. But the story of 2 is very like weird, honestly. Cause I watched a video on it like maybe a while ago, and it was just a guy trying to beat the game, and he just explained like what he was going through. It's like an hour-long video,
Ooh,
and
He was resurrected by the rumors of a book being published.
What?
oh yes, so the entire game of 2,
According to the rumors, he
yeah.
did not commit suicide in 1945, but was saved by his elite soldiers, the last battalion, and is still alive.
So
Yeah,
like
He
this-
wants to
the game's
raise
wild.
the Balba so he can create the perfect dictator state in Sumaro City.
yeah, the entire purpose of like 2 is that like it's such like a weird like setting too of like how things happen. Like there's just like rumors spread around that like they happen. That's just part of like the game, and that's like a mechanic in the game. It's like you can like a rumor spread that like the late like the oh my god, like I'm trying to remember the place. Like the I'm trying to think. The restaurant lady's like actually an arms dealer, and you would go to a person, tell them the rumor becomes true. Now the person is like a weapons shop,
What?
and yeah, it's very very strange, but like
Oh,
it seems interesting, like that you can
Ver-
just make rumors and they become true and they're part of the game elements at that point.
very cool fact though. There's actually what's it called? The Virgin Mary's in the game of the Persona series and SMT. That is the actual design for Virgin Mary, by the way.
They just
Very
have
cool
one
fact
of
I
those.
found out. Yep,
They have-
that she appeared in SMT 9 as the law villain. Again, a law boss battle.
Wait, what?
Yes, you're beating up the Virgin Mary, basically. Is what I'm saying.
What?
What?
So
Yes,
bizarre.
she's a villain. Oh, I guess quote villain in the game.
Alright.
Going which route?
I think this is
But that's-
I think this is another reason why SMT kind of fell off.
No, but it's a really good design
Their
from the
weird
Mary.
approach.
No, I know, but like this is a very Japanese approach. That's the only thing I can think of.
Yeah,
But yeah.
honestly, that's kind of what I would think too. It's like out there.
It's a really wild SMT. I'm gonna say that right now, especially the demon designs are wacky. I will admit, but they're very unique from what they interpret it and how they present it in the games. Let me find that one character though that had the symbol. Where is it? I had it somewhere. Keep scrolling down. Who actually designed these? What's it called? Artwork. I forgot his name.
I'm
But he
getting
stopped doing it
really
for a long time.
Confused.
Hmm.
I think I'm stuck on a puzzle. Please help me.
Hold on.
The area keeps changing and teleporting. What is
Oh.
happening?
They also did designs for the Devil May Cry characters too. There's one for Dante. I don't know where it was. But
Wait,
it's one
wait,
of
I
them.
think I got it. I got it.
Where was he? Oh, I don't know where he went. Okay. No, yeah, it's just there's a lot of whack. Where is he?
Okay, so what was different about the combat mechanics in 1 and 2? Because I know 4 and 5 are mostly the same, other than 5 as like the baton pass an addition.
So I might be able to answer that. So in 1, so you know what it is? They have like combo moves in like at least in 2. I know. I'm not entirely sure about 1. I know that like every single like you know how like every character like main protagonist of of 3, 4, and 5 is the wild card user. So everyone else can just use whatever persona they have. Like they're all essentially wild card users at that point.
What?
Yeah, it's very weird. At least this is from what I know of 2. That they're all wild card users, and also their personas evolve into like other ones. Like they have like that moment where like every character does in like 3, 4, and 5, or they have a change of heart or whatever the case might be, right? Something invokes them to essentially like evolve and become and change.
Yeah.
And that same thing happens in this. I don't remember exactly what it is though. That if it's like anything crazy.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
Some of it's like really stupid things that like you had to do. But like there's not like a real way of like knowing if you could have evolved that persona that you would have had.
Here's the character I was talking about from SMT. I have SMT too. Persona 2.
But yeah, the big thing is the combos. Like you could like most people could use like a similar move and they would combo, or like you have like 2 party members and they combo and it's like a big hit move. And I know that they exist in like Persona 4 and 3, I think, and 5, where they have like the 2 members and they party and they like do a combo move together. But there's no all-out attack, I'm pretty sure, in 1 and 2. That's like the one thing they
Yeah,
added.
they
to
don't have
3.
it in 1 and 2. Does they have it? They don't have it in 3 too, or do they?
No, they have it in 3.
Oh, they do. I thought they didn't.
It just doesn't look like crazy, I would say. Well, yeah, because like they reward you for like the punish of like getting, or like, you know, punishing the enemy's weakness, right? That you can like all out attack them and do it for like big damage.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
So they let you do that, but
What's it called?
Because I know, what was it? The 3 combat is mostly the same as 4 and 5, except everyone has like stamina, so you can't stay in palaces and stuff for so long. Also,
Wait,
yeah, yeah, that is a thing with 3. Yeah, it's like there's like a happiness gauge that every like person has, and depending on your happiness gauge, which is basically your stamina, like it kind of affects the rest of like how things go. Like you could push them, like if you push them hard enough, right, they might get sick or something, or like your character might get sick and they might not go, or they would, if they do go, it's like a big negative at that point for like sending them in, and they will just do worse.
I didn't know this game had all those. Okay, I just knew about the stamina thing. I didn't know it was a whole happiness meter and everything.
Well, I think the stamina meter ends up being the happiness. I think, like, oh, if your character overstudied, like they're gonna be like very tired and they're gonna be like performing less in combat, right? To the point where like the game might not even. I forget how it works. I think they like actually stop you if you're like doing, or if you're pushing it, right? They're like, okay, nope, we're done. We're not doing this anymore, and they just force you out of the dungeon and out of the.
Oh yes, yes, I know. I've seen that. Yeah.
For Persona 3.
Yeah, for 3.
Yeah, in 3 they do that. Not in 4. They don't do this in 4 because they got rid of that system in 4. But
Because they realize, hey, this is, you know, a not fun
well,
mechanic.
well, you know what? It's like a hardcore like player experience. Like in a lot of older games, I feel like did that though.
Yeah.
Like they have like that thing. Like it's not like, okay, you're being spoon fed, right? Like they're like, okay, if you're gonna push like the consequences, you know, if you're gonna push these actions, you're gonna face severe consequences possibly. Like you might even ruin like the plans that you had in this day. Let's say.
Oh yeah, I forgot. It's like for the Persona series. Like, is it like grindy with like trying to like level up your personas, or?
Yeah, it depends.
It can be a little
But
grindy,
because you can grind, but like the thing of being grindy in Persona, like in the Persona games, is like eventually you will hit like a point where you're not really gonna get a lot of like experience anymore from doing certain things. So
Yeah,
like
it wears
you be
off.
pushing it, So like at that point, it's like, all right, no need to push anymore. Like we're gonna like gate you off at this point.
Okay, yeah.
Like it's just hard. Like you could like technically level up and stuff still, right? But it would just take forever. And I'm only saying that because I watched a guy in Persona 5, I'm not even watched it. I just saw and heard about a guy in the Persona 5 community who only was gonna do the first palace and not and like level to max doing it, and it took him like
It took 'em, like,
super
2
long
weeks,
because
right?
yeah, it took him I think longer than like 2 weeks because of how much grinding you have to do. Because you only gain like a couple experience points, and that's it.
Because
And-
it's the starting palace.
Exactly. So the point is that they like the game is supposed to push you further than the starting point. Like you're supposed to get past it, right? But if you stay in the similar, like in the first palace area, like you're only gonna get that much experience. I'm pretty sure in the other Persona games, they let you go back to the other areas and such in like the main like storyline, but in 5 they don't let you do it because the palace like collapses, and that's
Yeah.
like the whole big thing. But they let you go back in the other games to like if you and like it's for optional bosses, but they basically do the same thing with that in the oh my god, what is it called? In the what is it? What's in the subspace emissary? Not subspace
Not
emissary. What am I
something.
saying?
No, wait.
No, that's from Smash. Wait,
That-
what?
that's-
No, I know,
that's
I know. I'm
wrong.
thinking.
Whoa,
I know.
whoa.
My wrong thing. What's it called? It's like that. Where you drive the cat. Pretty
Oh,
much.
Mementos.
Cat
They do
Morgana.
Mementos.
Yeah. In
To
Mementos, they let you
drive
do it.
the cat.
I mean, that's what you, is that not what you do?
I mean, you're not wrong. I'll say that.
I mean, you're driving a cat.
Uh,
The
listen,
thing turns into a cat. I mean, not a cat. Into a, what's it called?
into a
van.
van.
Just Van. I don't know how. I don't know why. I have no idea because I haven't played Persona 5.
Yeah, I don't know why Morgana is a bus.
I mean,
Mementos? Just that's it. That is the explanation. I'm serious. Mementos.
I don't know. That's kind of weird for Morgana to do that, but alright, man. Go off. Go off, man.
Good move, Chie-chan.
Just cat things.
Yeah, just cat things, honestly. They just do their own. They just become a bus, let's just say. There's no explanations. He's like, here you go. Who cares about like the actual like lore behind this? Morgana can do this.
Don't you know? It's because you can. They gave an explanation. I remember.
Your persona's been
It was like,
Well,
oh,
it's
it was
just
like,
like
oh,
a-
it's the cognition in the mementos, you know.
It's like an imaginative thing. Like if you can see yourself doing it, you will do it. Like that's just what it is.
I
Pretty
think also,
much.
what's it called? Morgana is Morgana the most hated character in the Persona series?
No, but I hate him. I do hate him.
I honestly I thought like Teddy was in 4, because he's just like that one character that like he makes the puns, and they're just like out of control of how many puns he makes.
Oh no, I start hating
I
him.
had
Yeah,
a crush
slowly.
on Teddy.
Oh God.
Oh
Okay.
no.
Well, see,
Oh.
here's the difference with that. Morgan, at least Teddy doesn't have a garbage arc in the 5th game.
Honestly, I thought Human Teddy was funny, and I thought he was really good to Nanako, and I really liked their brother and sister relationship. He was really nice to Nanako, and Nanako really loved it. Nanako was like his favorite person,
Mhm.
and still is. They had really cute interactions in the dancing game. I like seeing brother-sister relationships like that.
Oh, yeah, when
Especially
this-
since she didn't really have anyone, if you want to say that.
Yeah.
When does
only
Teddy
had
become a
her dad.
human anyways, by the way?
It's like
I was
halfway through
curious.
the
He
game.
just magically turned human. I don't really remember the reason why.
Huh.
Oh yeah, why?
You can win this.
He wanted to. He just wanted to.
Chie-chan, they lowered your arm.
I
Just
guess
wants
so. He wanted to be like everyone else. I guess he didn't. He felt like he didn't fit in.
I guess.
I don't really remember what his shadow was about. It might have been about
It's just like
not fitting in.
not fitting in, nothingness.
He doesn't really know who he is.
Oh yeah, I forgot. It's another.
I mean, yeah,
thing.
he's a teddy bear that eventually then comes to the real world.
He genuinely doesn't know who he is.
Chie-chan, they lowered
And I think he just accepts it at one point.
It's like, yeah, I'm just a bear. That's it. That's my purpose.
Was there an explanation of why it was there in the first place, or
There
is it
is.
still up to
Teddy,
debate?
There is
he was just roaming the Midnight
world.
Channel.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, they call it the Midnight Channel
beat them.
in Persona 4.
The thing
Like the
is,
secret
it's like
special spooky channel.
it's
at
like
12
without
o'clock.
without spoiling the story of the game, like it's like he has like a reason. It's I don't know, like I don't really know if I'm like supposed to like talk about the spoilers.
I don't know if
entirely.
they explain it in the social link.
I mean,
They do. It's like the very end of the social link arc.
His rank 10?
Yeah, it's the very end of the game. It's the because he's the star, correct? Right?
Yeah, he's the star.
He's the star, because of course Teddy has to be a star. Like he wants to be the star. He wants to be like known, and like have purpose.
Hurry and beat it.
Oh yeah, that's something we didn't even talk about yet. The whole what's it called mechanic? The
Social link?
not that the tarot cards. That's
Oh,
what
how
it's-
the
Tarot
everything.
cards.
Tarot cards?
Oh, yeah,
Oh, I
the-
love the tarot cards.
What's it called? They're a great mechanic in this game.
Go, go, go.
What did two tarot cards do again?
They just like
Um,
progress your
They're
story arc of the
utilized for
character.
fortune telling, I believe, in real life.
In real life, yeah. But in
Oh,
these games, it's a completely different story because it's actually like
It's like
that's like someone's like associated with a card, right? Because and like every time you like increase the bond that you and that person have, you increase that social link up to
Oh.
it like state in a stage.
so you increase that type of persona type, right? In that.
Yeah,
what's it called?
like
Yeah.
you might be able to craft like a higher level persona of that type, or
They
like
evolve their
that ca-
persona max
yeah.
rank.
in the case of like party members though, because party members end up being a part of the link, like they act differently. So like it's like important, like, you know, do I want to like max out characters that are like in my party, or like do I want to max out characters that like are outside but they maybe give me like benefits, right? Like in 5, there's like the doctor lady, and she ends up like giving you like more like options like from
For,
her
like-
store
Yeah.
if you do it.
Yeah, we don't do for SMT. We don't do what's it called? Tarot cards. We actually call them either. There's like types like deity, holy, angel. There's like multiple types. Let me go actually check it out. SMT type of demons.
I think it's another thing with SMT that makes it completely different from Persona. That game's all about the gods and stuff, with all that stuff.
Yes, a lot of gods and demons. Like especially like from like Christianity to like from just all like various
Like
types.
Buddhism,
Especially
it brings up all of them, right? Every kind of mythology you could think of, right?
not like just mythology, but also just like what's it called? I think like fantasy stories too. Or just like something from like real life. Let me do check. There's like what's it called? There's aerials, there's beasts, there's guardians, there's birds, gods, and etc. Just a lot. Let's just say.
I can tell.
I'm still like shocked they added what's it called like actual like demons like Lucifer. What's it called? For example, in Persona 5. I don't know if you guys actually attained them like in the game yet, but
They have a Lucifer.
They do have it and stuff in the other games.
It's just probably not the same exact idea in mind that they have.
Yeah,
I know in 5 they do. I don't know about 4.
in Persona, it's just like, oh, it's just you can get it as a persona, and they just show like a symbol of it, but they're nothing like, oh, they're like a deity or whatever and all that.
yeah, actually, let me go check right now. What's like the highest level for like a persona?
I'm pretty sure
99.
Vishu?
99. I'm pretty sure one of like the biggest personas in that game are like actual gods, like
Yeah.
like the highest gods you could think of within
There's
a
what's it called?
'cause I know they have like Satan and some things like that. Like they have some crazy things.
They have Maria, Lucifer, Maria. There's also Beelzebub ? Michael, and some other ones you
Oh
probably
yeah,
know.
they have all the archangels too. That's another one they have.
Yeah, there's a lot of Christianity stuff around there, which is really unique, and you know, you can literally read their bio and you get to know them, which is super nice.
Yeah.
Which I like about. I do not know if you actually attained the gods you collected, Paul. I'm not sure if you actually did decide to grind that deep.
I knew it.
Not too much. I've gotten some of them.
Great princes are here to see me. My
Yeah, they're basically the higher levels are just gods, and like actual like extreme gods or demons, basically. Like what's it called? The lower ones are just like what's it called? Like you could say medians and all that, but
I seriously doubt that.
this is from Persona. Oh my! This is very out of context, Caitlin. This is from the Persona movie.
Persona
No,
movie.
it's
There's no
Teddy's
Persona movie.
shadow.
Yeah, that is
That's
from.
extremely terrifying.
Oh yeah,
I
Teddy
know,
Shadow is
that's how I
just
felt seeing it.
a giant teddy bear.
Yeah.
No,
But
but
you
his
could imagine.
eyes though.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
just because it's
He's
meant to be
he's
creepy.
a shadow.
She always leads the way.
Yeah,
didn't
that's
expect
a
it to be
shadow.
I didn't expect it to be that terrifying. I thought it would be,
It,
just, be like a normal shadow.
in game, it's a lot different, but in like this is like from the anime, I think.
Oh, that's
That
extremely
Also-
from the
terrifying.
anime.
That's another thing too. The animes are like not the same as
No,
like.
I
heard
love-
it's not.
The Persona 4 anime is so iconic.
Someone please take
Do you recommend me watching the Persona 4 for the
Yes,
story?
please watch it. It's one of
It-
my favorite animes ever.
The thing is that
My
like
dad
they,
and I greatly enjoyed it.
they have like the animes are actually like different.
Is
Like, but they're also written different. Like 4 and then Golden.
oh,
They have the original 4, and then they have Golden. And I think Golden's like the much more like cheery version.
Oh yeah,
And-
that's something we completely skipped. We
Golden
completely
just
didn't talk
added
about.
on to
How,
Oh,
like,
it
how,
right,
like,
yeah, you're
like
right.
Persona 4
just
and
added
5
onto
have
it.
like they have upgraded versions of their games to like enhance the story and enhance like the playing and like the gameplay and everything. Like we completely
Mhm.
passed that.
Don't say
Like Persona 4 has the Persona 4 Golden that what was it? It was only available on the PSP and now it's on the PC port.
PC port, yeah.
and then
then we have
Persona 5 has Persona 5 Royal. where they added in like an additional like 20 hours of the game and a whole new like semester to add the characters and everything.
I think they even did it with 3. I think 3 had like the FES part that
I
they
think
added.
FES and portable count.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
think they're
think they
also
do.
the additional like this is the next step. The thing is though, like I feel like when they make these remakes though, which like they change the story and they really make it different entirely. Though.
Oh,
Like, it's not the same
why is
game
it so
anymore.
weird?
Yeah, with Persona 5, when I played Royal, it felt like it actually a whole new game, completely different with new stuff.
And I
And-
told you this when they were doing. I was like, they're gonna make a remake. Like if it like it's that good, they're gonna make a remake, right? And this is because Atlas does this. They milk the players. They milk the community and the fan base, right? When I said this before, right? The dancing game, right? That's when 4 was good. They made a dancing game, and then they made a fighting
And I
game.
ate that up. I bought the limited edition for like
And this is
$80.
my point.
It's
You
working.
did what?
The
You
magic,
did what?
the magic is working.
I bought the limited edition, and I got the limited edition for Royal.
Oh no, you fell. Well, you fell for it.
I
but you-
still have the little carrying case that came with the Dancing All Night edition, and I still have the box. The box art is great. I love the box art, so I
And
kept the
this is
box
why-
for that reason. And then I have the little Teddy keychain with it, but I have to restore it because it's kind of wearing down.
Oh, you see, got critted and he's dead. Okay.
But this is still what
Yep.
I'm saying. I could
That's
see them
Persona 4.
pushing it though. Like I could see them pushing it and making like selling another like game based off the series. If they really felt like doing it.
I actually am curious. So, are they ever gonna like make a sequel for Persona, or what? What do you guys think are
Oh,
they're gonna do?
They have Strikers.
honestly?
Strikers is a sequel.
Strikers is the
is
sequel.
a direct
yeah.
sequel. It's the only like actual like Persona type sequel.
I thought it was just a little spin-off or like a
No.
canon.
See,
like,
that's
not
my-
See,
canon.
that's what
Yeah.
we thought it was gonna be, but no, it's an actual sequel apparently.
They've made it like an actual sequel, but I still think it's an entirely different game. Like, it's not a Persona game. I mean, it's a Persona game, but like it's a oh my god, what's
Persona
the,
game in big quotes.
it's a Persona game, but it's one of those like Samurai Warrior games. It's not the same.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
Instead of like commanding an entire battle of like troops and stuff, you're going through like linear levels that feature characters that like you play as the 4 characters that you choose for your party,
Yeah.
and that's pretty much it.
It feels more like what was it? Fire Emblem Warriors. It feels more like that. than
Yeah,
the
or
other
that, or like the Zelda Warriors. Like actually no, not like the Zelda Warriors because that's like an entire army.
ones. Oh yeah, I haven't played the Zelda one, the Hyrule Warriors. That one I haven't.
I
Played.
hated it.
Oh no, I heard it's
That's why
terrible.
I didn't get the second one. Because I just had no hopes for it. I didn't like the first one, so why would I buy the second one?
Yeah, I'm gonna be real. I don't understand why Zelda got that type of game. That one was always strange to me.
You know what? That is
We got a
weird
Breath of the
thing to
Wild,
talk about.
quote unquote, like, I don't know how to
Like,
describe it. Like, I guess more insight on the champions, but at the cost of it being a hack and slash.
I feel like they should have just done it as a. Okay, I like this is one of my biggest arguments with Breath of the Wild. I'm gonna get a tangent here. They should just put it in the regular game or made it a DLC, not a whole new game like that. You know? Doesn't make much sense to me.
Well, I think they should have just waited for Breath of the Wild 2 to add that stuff. I don't know why they made it a separate game.
Too.
I would have wanted more insight on the champions and Ganon himself in the second game.
Yeah. But what, to go back to the Persona stuff, SMT and Persona, they have a lot of collabs and such throughout, especially in their Japanese market.
Oh, I mean, especially the Japanese market, I guess it's more towards SMT than Persona, I believe. I'm not totally 100% sure, but if you have any information about Persona,
I think it's way more Persona because of what's the like with Persona 5 got it the most. I remember Persona 3. Oh, I've died. Cause I remember with SMT3 was like the first kind of collab with the whole series where they had Dante from Devil May Cry show up for some reason from his worst game, Devil May Cry 2.
Yes, he's also in the DLC. For what's called Maya Max, I believe. You can only play him through his DLC. There's also another character named Raidu from Devil Summoners from SMT, but you can do Dante if you have the what's it called, deluxe edition of the game. So it is very fun. I will admit, but I'm playing basic game right now without Dante, so I can't really say anything much about him. But he is a boss, I believe, and he's attainable in the game. That's all I know. But just really weird that he's there, though. I generally don't know why, but it makes sense. Was he? Is Dante a devil like hunter, right?
He's a devil hunter, yeah.
Okay, it makes sense. He's just literally a demi fiend. Yeah, no wonder he wants to kill what's it called, the main protagonist, because technically he's a demi fiend and he's literally half demon, half devil, half demon, half human. So it's like, oh, let's see, like a child is a demon. Okay, I'm gonna kill him right now. Boom.
Wait, it doesn't make any sense. Wait, that doesn't make any sense because he's also half devil. Wait.
Yes. Wait. Hold on. Let me. Actually, no. He is actually half human, half what's it called? Demon. It's really weird.
The main character? Because I know Dante is too. That's weird.
Maybe he just doesn't like kids. I don't know.
Oh my god.
He doesn't. He really doesn't like the way he's. I don't know. The silent protagonist is just silent attitude. I don't know. Never know.
Why do you think he told Nier to go home?
I don't know. Good question. And they fight to the death, and they're like, okay, I guess we can be on the same side now.
But was it after that? Then the Persona game started getting a lot of collabs. There was Persona 3 didn't have any, right? If I'm not mistaken.
I don't know, honestly.
What?
Collabs.
Persona 3 never got a collab, did it?
I don't think it did.
I don't think so.
I never heard of it.
I think the only one that would maybe have gotten a collab was 4.
I was too young for it.
Yeah, 4 definitely got a collab. Kaylin, you said the Hatsune Miku one was one of them, right? That was one.
Yes, actually, Hatsune Miku did a song. Well, actually, because Atlas partnered with Sega, and Hatsune Miku, Project Diva, is made by Sega, and I think Krypton, something like that. But yeah, Sega was able to put their, you know, Project Diva stuff into it, and she looked great. Let me send a photo of what she looked like, because I thought Persona 4 dancing and all the other dancing games looked really good for its time. Persona 4 dancing, Hatsune Miku. Weird to say that. I think you had to buy it, too. There was a lot of paid DLC for dancing all night. Oh yeah, definitely. I bought all of it. And then I got locked out of that PSN. Yeah.
Yeah, they did a lot of crossovers. I remember seeing Morgana as Sonic.
Oh, that's pretty.
Oh yeah.
I really like that.
Because what else is there? Persona 4...
She did Heaven.
Did we mention the Persona 4 Arena yet? I don't think we did, right?
We did.
We mentioned it briefly.
Talk about it.
Yeah, because that was another thing, or that was another collab / spin-off of Persona 4, where they put the Persona 4 characters into a Blaze Blue game, right?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Oh yeah, Blaze Blue.
They have that.
Is it for a fighting game or what is it?
It's another fighting
it's a
game,
fighting
and
game.
they added this one. Yeah, they added like.
I forgot how good this remix was, honestly. It was really cool to hear her English voice box, too.
Oh, I forgot. They also added skins for the SMT stuff for Persona Dancing All Night, also, I believe.
Oh, wait, yes, they did. That's a lot of the,
Demi Fiend.
It has a lot of DLCs that add SMT skins and such.
Yeah, there's a lot. I'm missing it right now. There's one for SMT 3, 4, and a couple others I can mention, but I don't know if anyone has seen them or used them, but it's very appreciative that at least they recognize that SMT is still alive. So, I don't know, it's just something to hope for, but you never know.
And then Persona 5 is the one with the most collabs, like, out of all of them. Because you got... Supposedly there's the, like we mentioned before, supposedly there's Persona 5 Arena being made. You have the dancing game and such. Strikers. Then you have there's two animes, right? There's the OVA like of like the original story. Then it has the anime of like the actual game story, right?
Mhm.
And then it's
Oh,
got a
let me
bunch
go
of
find
clones
out.
of other games. And then actually there's a live action play, right? There's two of them right now.
So I know 4 did that.
4 did that
Yep.
too.
5 has it right now. There's gonna be another one released this year.
4 has one, and it's like, but it's
Yeah.
only in Japan, I think.
I think so, yeah.
So is 5.
Oh, okay. So it's not the only one then.
I watched it. I thought it was pretty cool. It's like a
Oh, there it is.
musical
There you go.
type play.
They also have like the concerts too. I've seen concerts, I think, for
Oh yeah, the Super Lives. I watched those too. Those were really cool.
Super live.
they have like concerts for the
They
game.
had the 3, 4, and 5 singers come.
What was it? I have like the list here of the almost all of the Persona 5 game collabs they have, or like other Japanese collabs. They have Identity 5, Sword Art Online, Star Ocean, a lot of clothing brands from Japan. It was like 2 or
Oh,
3
guess
of them.
what? They're doing a collab with Love Live now.
Another
School Idol Fest.
oh,
Yeah, you have to vote for which idol.
what?
So they're doing Love Live, School Idol Fest. No, I'm not joking. I saw it on TikTok, and I'm like, wait a minute, why are they collabing with Love Live? So I'm thinking they're gonna put the music from Persona 5 into Love Live.
Oh my god. So
But
you-
it's for the mobile game, not for the actual anime. I think, like, they're, like, doing another season of the anime, but it's not... I don't know, I haven't played Love Live in a long time. I just know, I don't know why they're doing a collab with Persona 5.
It's weird. There's more of them too. There's Puzzles and Dragons, AFK Arena, whatever.
I've seen the AFK Arena
whatever
one.
Bang Dream is. I don't know what that is.
I
Dragalia.
think it's another.
That's
Dragalia-
another,
mobile. A lot of these
that's
are mobile
another
things.
thing.
Yeah. Dragalia
Another
Lost.
rhythm game.
I don't know what Kododama is. I found that. I think it's a Japanese thing. Grand Blue Fantasy, and then there's, and you know how they added darts to Persona 5 Royal? Yeah, now.
Oh,
they
that's
have
like a real life
yeah,
darts there.
now they have a collab to like a darts app, like Darts Live.
A
and-
darts app?
Yeah, and now you can. I think in Japan you can buy a actual like Persona 5 dart set. Like if you
Yeah,
really
and
wanna
then
play
you just
darts.
It's like a
Oh,
like
wait.
it's like an electronic like dart setup, isn't it? Well,
I
like
just-
it's like real
Really?
darts, right? Yeah, I think it's like real darts, and it's just you play with like the Persona characters, like they're on the dart screen.
I just found an article for the Persona 5 collab. You're getting a ultra rare card in Elizabeth from Persona 3, one of the Velvet Room assistants. So you have to vote on which member of Muse you want to see dressed as Elizabeth. And they're gonna have Persona 3, 4, and 5 music. I don't understand this collab, honestly. But it's from the 27th through the 9th. That you have to vote for, I guess.
Do you have to understand it though?
I think it's very random.
Yeah.
I don't know
Yeah,
why they
it's a-
chose Love Live.
I think at this point, Sega with and Atlas, they're trying to get as many collabs as they can out there since Persona 5 is so popular and they get tons of money off of it.
I mean, Persona 5 is like the most recognizable like, game in the market right now.
Especially, yeah. It's crazy.
I mean, at least for this market, yeah. Like in JRPG, because like I don't really know what other JRPGs are out there that like really want to be are like big ones to like talk about.
Like Dragon Quest, I think. I haven't ever played a Dragon Quest game, so I wouldn't know.
Dragon Quest 12 is coming soon.
Is
Oh,
that
yeah, I heard
They
that.
announced it.
Oh yeah, they already, even though 11 didn't 11 come out last year too?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Alright. Alrighty then.
Obviously, we're gonna get a new Dragon Quest game every year. It's gonna be like Call of Duty. Here
It's
we
not
go.
gonna be like Pokemon. Oh man.
Yeah, there you go.
I
Here we go.
no,
Dragon Quest.
you know what? I really hate when companies do that. I don't
What?
like the game every year cycle. I hate that
It's,
so much.
it's literally just another COD event. They're like, okay, let's just release every game that's be not unique, and it's just gonna be the same thing, just slightly different. That's all we care about.
Yeah, basically, that's pretty much it. Yep. Have fun.
I don't like the.
At least it's not like Persona when they do that. I will be.
Yeah,
thankful
I'm
for
glad
that.
they wait for Persona.
Because otherwise, it would have been what's it called? Just money at that point.
Money
Just the
galore.
collabs. Money galore. Oh man.
What else is there?
Oh, the music. I forgot for like the SMT and
Yes.
Persona.
Okay. The Persona games and SMT have some of the greatest soundtracks of all time. It's so good. Like they all with every game, their soundtrack pretty much fits with the theme of their game. Like I don't know about 3 because I haven't played 3, but I can tell from this game it has like a kind of
We have absolute bangers from 3. That's where Burn My Bread came from.
burn my dread.
Burn My Bread.
Yeah.
Burn my bread.
There's a
Burn My
meme.
Bread.
There's a meme of burning your bread. This is a big
Burn
meme.
My Dread. Burn My Bread.
As you can clearly see. It sounds very
Hold on,
similar.
I have to
because-
find the video of Burn My Bread.
Basically, Paul, like a lot of the
They
people
burn
who
their
play
bread?
the game. Well, no, they just when they heard the lyric for the first time, it was assumed to be "burn my
I
bread."
found it.
Oh,
found
Paul. Have you actually listened to the SMT3 soundtrack? Literally, the vocals sound like you literally cannot hear what they're actually saying. It's just muffled. But it's like, it has a weird charm to it. I don't know how to explain it.
It's your classic misheard lyrics video, made 11 years ago.
Oh no.
Oh wait, fun fact. I was one of the first people to create the meme from the dancing videos where they would put music over the
Stop.
dancing
No.
videos.
Wait,
I was
really?
one of the first. Yes, I was.
It hurts.
It was on Tumblr.
Oh, it hurts more.
It was so funny. I wish we could go back and like rip those videos because a lot of them are gone. Mine had like 10,000 reblogs.
I forgot about Tumblr.
Okay, honestly, which social media actually did popularize what's it called? Persona? I actually am curious
Probably
right now.
probably
I
Twitter.
think social media really played into Persona's popularity.
I mean, especially Twitter, what's it called? Yeah, I think it's Twitter or Tumblr, but Tumblr's now
I hate
dead.
Twitter.
Yeah, I don't know what happened with Tumblr.
The Tumblr fandom was much better. Now I just feel like there's so many people who were exposed to be horrible people. I won't name names, but I know one person in particular that I looked up to and then they became absolute garbage. And I still feel guilty for supporting them. And it makes me sad. But there are a lot of bad eggs in the community. And I mean a lot. And I've met them in person. Like, there are a lot of annoying Persona fans I've met in person, but the cosplayers are the sweetest people I have ever met. How many amazing interactions did we have in cosplay, Paul?
None.
We had a lot of great interactions. Where did Paul go?
No, I'm still here. What was it?
You
No,
didn't answer my question!
What was the question? I thought you were saying that there were good cosplayers.
You didn't answer my question! You're involved!
What was the question? Wait.
Oh, she's muting herself. But, what's it called?
Because I thought my cat was meowing at my door!
It's fine, let her meow. But, yeah, what's it
the
called?
The cat is in the building.
Oh, boy.
Sophie, do you want to join the podcast? What do you have to say about Persona? How do you feel about Morgana? She's just eating her food.
I don't think she likes Morgana.
Yeah,
Oh,
I don't,
that's
I,
Morgana.
Girl, come here.
I don't like that cat
Sophie.
either. I don't like both cats.
Sophie, you want to talk? Come here.
I don't think she...
What she just
No.
do? She just attacked you.
Oh, she just muted herself. Okay, we're gonna assume that
I'm gonna
she's being
assume the
attacked right now.
cat is attacking.
I'll just repeat what she said. So
She summoned her Persona.
she pretty much,
Oh my god.
but she pretty much asked like, with the people that you met at the cons who were the cosplayers with Persona.
No,
They're,
we've
like, really
seen a
nice,
couple.
weren't
They are pretty nice.
The cosplayers are nice. The people who don't dress up and are actual fans are no.
Are no. They are just are.
Or no.
They
They're
are
just-
no.
You know which people
Well.
I'm talking about.
Oh, we know.
It's time
No,
for
we
me to
know.
die again. I did
It
not
just
know.
kind of sucks that the people out of cosplay for Persona are like that. I don't know about the SMT community because it's non-existent at all.
Yeah, no one cosplays SMT.
No one does it.
You're right,
Yeah.
you're
I
right.
mean,
go.
unless they're in
Here
Japan,
comes death.
everyone's like, "Oh my god, it's a Dimmick bean." Oh my
No,
God.
no, and if you go to Anime NYC or something, you see nothing. You
Yeah, you'll see nothing
Persona.
in NYC. I haven't seen
Yeah, no.
anything.
This year you're actually gonna see Persona because you have the Persona voice actors back. So, and Strikers came out, but you're gonna see a lot of Resident Evil too.
Well, what's it called? I think Robbie was one of the characters for SMT3. I forgot his name. Usumu, whatever his name is.
He's also
He
in Persona.
Yeah, I don't know if
Is
which
Robbie
Persona?
Akechi? I always get them mixed up.
Robbie is Akechi, yes.
Max is
Max
Ryuji.
Middleman is Ryuji, yes.
Okay, I always
Let
get
me-
them mixed up, but I know
me do
them by face.
Master voice actors.
I
Let me
also want to
check.
meet them again. Low key.
Yeah, Robbie's there. Ray.
Because I was in absolute shambles when I met them.
Yeah,
But they were
Laura
the
Post,
nicest people.
Chris. I don't know how to pronounce his last name.
Laura Post, my queen?
No, what's his name?
She's a
Chris
good voice actor.
Torricola? I don't know how to pronounce his last name. Okay. It really sounds like Ice Pearson for some reason.
Laura
but anyways.
Post is the voice of Ari.
Wait, who?
Yeah.
Oh
Laura
yeah.
Ari
Post.
from League.
She's the voice of Ari.
She voices Yoko Taco, whatever her name is, as
Yoko
in the
Taco.
No,
Yoko
I don't know.
Yoko
Taco.
Taco.
Taco or I don't know how it's her
Yoko
the
Taco?
Japanese name. Yes, sure, whatever. But yeah, one of them is definitely coming to Anime NYC though. Robbie Damon, which I'm super happy for. Good to meet him.
Yeah.
Very good guy. I don't think I know anyone else besides that. Jacob.
Ray Chase.
Oh yeah, Ray Chase.
Oh, that's a spoiler. I don't want to see that.
I was thinking of
Bryce
trying
Papenbrook. Zach Aguilar. Is that how you pronounce his name? You
was-
wanted to meet Zach or something.
I was thinking of
Zach
putting on-
Agar, or whatever his name is.
I was
forgot
thinking
how
of
to
putting on
pronounce
some
it.
what was it, songs from the soundtrack on the podcast, but I realized Twitch is a new DMC rule, so
Yeah, don't.
Yeah, I
because
don't-
they
I
just DMC'd like 1,000 people today. I'm not joking.
oh, thank you Twitch.
I forgot.
Yeah, you could. It was trending on Twitter. It was horrible.
I forgot. What's it called? Ray Chase voice acts a cat in one of the games in SMT3.
He voices a cat.
Yes, an actual cat. I'm not joking.
So he went from like being a cat to being the subway announcer in Persona 5. Okay.
Yes. I think his name is for the cat Gato Doji, or whatever his name is. He's with the companion of Raidu for the SMT3 DLC. I don't know who Billy Camptis is, but that's Raidu's voice actor. But Ray Chase is in the game, so I'm really happy. Actually,
Everyone is missing their attacks. Please, can you guys just kill it? What do you mean, enemy? There's another one. I'm about to die. I'm just gonna walk away.
Oh yeah, he is from Persona 5 Royale as Taco Maraki? Question mark? What the fuck? This is
It
what's
did
it
not
called?
just summon a mini boss.
Oh yeah,
probably did.
Yeah, it did just summon a mini boss. Yeah.
It did not just summon a mini boss.
Have fun.
Alright,
Have
I'm
fun.
dead. I'm dead. Alright, I'm going back
Can you
to
not run? Can you not run?
No. Alright, I'm going back to Persona 5.
You're playing
Cut the
Persona
stream.
5.
Cut
Well,
the stream.
Hey,
Hey.
did I mention that Persona 4 is the harder Persona?
no, buddy. If you like hard games, please play SMT3.
I'd rather-
You want to suffer?
No,
You wanna
I'd
suffer?
rather go play Dark Souls again for the 17th
Yes,
time
it's
in
like
a row.
Dark Souls, except just on literal
We're
actual like
but we're not game
adrenaline.
We're not
No, we're
game
not.
journalists.
True, we're not. We're just normal people, actual lives, and we do have a job. Well, some of us do have a job.
Well, that is their job.
That is their
What is
job.
their job?
What do you mean?
Or it's
Well-
my favorite. No, well, I'm just making fun of like how like the journalists don't like some like a good chunk of journalists are like they
No, I
just
know, yeah,
can't
that-
do
that's
games
That's the
correctly.
joke around the internet, yeah. They just don't know what they're doing. What was it? What else do we think? Did we anything more about SMT or Persona we could talk about? I think we've said everything pretty much, right?
I think we said most of the stuff.
Wait, did we talk
Um,
about anything about game journalists with Persona and like SMT, by the way?
I don't
Like,
really,
what
I
they
don't,
actually said?
I
You
don't,
know what?
did they,
I was gonna
wait,
say
wait, did they say things about it? I hadn't heard of this.
I feel like they did. I don't know. I feel like it's
I
mostly
never heard of
SMT.
anything with it.
the only thing I was gonna say or like bring up maybe is that like in terms of like privacy, like for reasons of like not spoiling the game, I don't think that they did anything in the Shin Megami Tensei games where it's because like they didn't like, all right, you're not allowed to stream anywhere past this certain point in the game or anything like that, right? Like in Persona 5 when it came out, they were
Oh
like,
yeah.
all right,
Oh yes.
we are not letting you do anything like in terms
Oh,
of
they're
like
very secretive, yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're talking
Yeah.
about now. It's especially the PlayStation games. That's why I did it with Persona 5. A lot of the games they don't allow you to stream or record or say things about certain parts, or else they strike
they just
you
like
down.
they strike you, yeah.
Cause
Yeah.
it's like, oh, you're spoiling it. We all put all this work into this. Now no one's gonna watch it or whatever, something like that, or play the game.
What, like reviewing it?
No,
Like,
like
when
you're-
it comes out?
Like you can't show like certain parts of the game. What just happened? Okay.
They weren't gonna like okay, like because like I told you before, like the Persona games have a time limit where like you're supposed to do something within a certain amount of days, or like something bad will happen. Essentially, you'll lose, right?
Yeah.
Like the game punishes you at that point. You just get a game over, and you have to like maybe like figure out a better way to like use your time management to like actually be strong enough to like beat the palace when the day is like ready, or you could just beat it earlier, right? Like most people, like if like you actually optimize it, you can like do it earlier and get it over with. But they just they have this thing, but I think the reason why they did this is just because they wanted to push like sales. So like people who actually like wanted to see the story itself and see like what happens, like you have to go watch, or you have to go like to the store and buy the game, and you have no other way around it at that point. Which is kind of messed up if you think about it. Like some people just don't maybe have that money to like actually go and buy the game. And it's like more accessible to them just to watch somebody play the game and play throughout the whole story. Like or like someone doesn't have enough time to like put to actually like beat the game. They don't want to like do the grinding or anything like that. So they just rather watch someone else play it for them.
Yeah.
And that's where they wouldn't let people see it past a certain point in the game, which is like for them it's like the first palace or something, right? But they did it again though too, I think, like later on in the game they like wouldn't let you see past like
Yeah, the only part of Persona 5 that they would ever show is just the first
palace.
the first palace. That was it.
But they did this again, if I remember correctly. They did this again with Royal, I think. They weren't letting people see past
I
a
think
certain
with
point.
that Royal, they didn't. I don't think they showed anything.
Oh really?
Not that I've seen. I've never seen like anything with it from reviewers or anything like that.
When it came out.
Yeah.
Because
I saw nothing.
I've seen stuff after, like I've seen stuff now, like it's been years down the line, or not years down the line, but it's been like a couple months now, like since like Royal came out, and I've seen the, I've actually seen like the story, like just to see like what's going on, because it was like one of those like if I ever got like Persona now, I would probably get Royal and I would play it, but like
You can borrow it from me.
I'll think
Oh,
about it.
I'm glad the game told me now that's like, oh yeah, you shouldn't be rushing to finish a palace on the first day. That's why I died like 4 times.
Yeah, it's hard. That's why they want you to go build up. That's why they want you to progress the stuff. It's not like an easy thing, and because
And
you
then
played
there
the
was
others.
me who didn't care, and I did it anyway.
I just realized the main character has a Persona 3 calendar on the wall.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
referenced
there's
it.
little Easter eggs, like I said in 5. They had
Yeah.
Persona 4 Easter eggs. So there'll probably be like Persona 5 Easter eggs in 6.
I'm trying to think. Do we think there's gonna be any more continuation with what was it with
What?
Persona? I'm trying to think. Oh, Persona
5?
Persona 5. Yeah, are they gonna continue it anymore after Strikers, or do any more collabs or anything? Or I think Strikers just might be it.
I'm gonna say that I think Strikers is like the point. I think at least for now they might just call it, because I don't see them going past it. Like for now, Maybe in a bit, like maybe like give it like another like in 2022, like they might, but I don't see anything happening now. I think it's they're calling it. I think at this point.
I mean, I don't know anything about like if Strikers is doing well or not too.
I mean, you know what? I feel like it came out. If you were, I think, if you're like a hardcore Persona fan, you probably bought it. And then this is my point. And then you realize, like, oh, this is what the game is, right? It's not. It's like it's a beat 'em up style game. It's like the dungeon clearing aspect, not the same as the others. So like at that point, you might drop it, and you might.
Oh well, it hit 1.3 million units in sales
For
worldwide.
which game?
For Strikers.
Oh.
Not bad, right?
No, it's not bad at all. It's really good.
Really good.
How many again was it? I'm sorry.
1.3 million. Worldwide.
Worldwide, right? Yeah. So they succeeded, and then but like how much was like the original Persona though?
That's a
They did
good
artwork
question.
for it. Look how cute this is.
Because I think like
Pokemon
you have to like,
Kazooie.
I would like actually like, view it with the original, because especially just as a sequel to it, like it's important.
Persona 5 reached 3.2 million units.
All right, and then this is a 1.6 you said, or 1.3.
It's like
1.3, yeah.
so far. It's
So
been-
half of
Alright,
the
so
players,
obviously
so half
there's a
of the people.
demand for it.
So half of your player base bought into it, basically. Or like yeah, is that half? Yeah, it's like a.
Oh, the Persona series has sold over 13 million copies overall.
Mhm.
The previous milestone was given by Atlas, being 11.1 million copies in December 2019. Jeez.
Yeah, like they succeeded in their job, in like marketing the game, I think, and like pushing the sales of the game. I mean, it's not
We
like
might get
Cyberpunk.
6 in like 2023 maybe, or maybe even 2022. I don't know, they've been pretty fast with this stuff, so... Oh.
Yeah,
I
'cause
don't
this year was Strikers, last year was Royal, and then like what was that? What was before that? Just
Q.
Persona. Oh yeah, Q2 was another year after before that. Then before that, I don't think there was anything. The 2016 they ported 5 over to America. It's pretty much been.
Was it 16? I think it was 17.
I don't remember. I know in Japan it came out in 2015. Then 2016 it got ported. Then 2017 I think it was just the anime.
It got delayed, I believe, Persona 5 for the West.
I don't remember.
Did it?
It definitely was 2016. I have a feeling.
All right.
I think after the Strikers, Persona 5 probably definitely is done. I don't think they want to do anything else with it.
Yeah, I don't think they're doing anything for now. They're gonna probably wait like another 5 years, and they're gonna push another game. And that's
I mean,
it.
the closest thing we can do for SMT/Persona series is the what's it called, Shin Megami Tensei 5, but there was no any updates about it as of current date. It was supposed to be released worldwide this year, but no trailers or gameplay has been shown, so I'm a little concerned.
E3 is coming.
Wait, what
is it coming
by
to
way?
the
yeah, E3 is coming.
Do you know if it's coming to the Switch?
Yes, I believe.
Alright, then we're definitely I shouldn't say definitely. We're probably gonna get footage during E3 if something's gonna
Here's the
show up.
problem though, with the remaster,
Or
with the
they
port
usually
of like
have it at like New
SMT3.
Game Expo or whatever.
Yeah, but like the problem is after the port for what's it called, SMT3 remaster, I have doubts that it's gonna run that thing well. For any Persona games or like SMT games in general, so I'm like, they better do something about it unless like Nintendo decides to have a better plan for like their Switches or whatever. I don't know. Like, I mean,
Well, what
really.
system was 3 made for?
The like the PlayStation 2. Oh,
yeah.
sorry.
Oh my god. Alright,
Yeah.
so
the
there's a huge difference between a game from the PS2 being ported to Switch and a game from the Wii U being ported to the Switch. So they're solely making SMT5 for the Switch, so it's going to have a completely different engine, so it'll have better compatibility.
because I was gonna say like, I really hope they don't screw this up because I have major doubts like if they already messed up with SMT3 with the frame rates already, and for the Switch. So I mean, who knows? This is my guess right now. Otherwise, SMT is kind of doomed.
Well, did it perform the same way on the PS2?
For what? The performance on the Switch?
Well, no, I'm asking if 3 performed the same way it's performing on the Switch when it was on the PS2. You know, is the performance the same?
I mean, for some reason, some of the credits are cutscenes get lagged out from the remastered. So I don't really know if it's just the game port's poorly done or whatever. But like I said, I don't know if it's gonna go well with the the Switch for SMT5. So I am crossing fingers though it will go smoothly, but I have some doubts too.
Was there a report that came out for the sales?
Think so? Question mark? I don't remember.
No, because I'm actually curious because you're saying it was pretty bad on the Switch.
I don't know. I just heard, yeah, it was pretty bad on the Switch. Besides PS4 and the Steam. Otherwise,
oh,
I
it
don't
came
know.
out on PS4?
Yeah, for the remaster.
I didn't know
yeah,
that.
yeah, it did. And the
How's
PC
that
port too.
doing?
That actually had no problems at all. But with the Steam,
Okay,
it
well that's
kind of did.
expected.
Yeah, with the Steam, it kind of was expected too. But Nintendo Switch, it should have done better. But that's just how the Switch does it sometimes. It's a hit or miss at that point.
Yeah,
I feel
I have
like.
to agree that the Switch is very much hit or miss when it comes to this type of stuff. Or just games in general, honestly.
Know if there's any
From my
announcements for
experience.
another a Nintendo Switch or what's going on?
Well, Bloomberg is reporting that there's going to be a Switch Pro releasing and they want to phase out the original Switch, which I don't like at all. But honestly, if I had to choose among all of the Switch family systems, I would choose the Switch Lite. I really like my Switch Lite.
Yeah, the Switch Lite is nice.
I think it gives a better feeling of portability, if that's how you want to word it.
Mm-hmm.
It feels more of like a portable system. Well, obviously you can't dock it to the TV. It's restricted from doing so.
Yeah.
But I think for kids, it's a much better system because when I used to play on the Switch, the Joy-Cons were absolute garbage. And I mean garbage. They feel so big in my hands when connected to the Switch, and they were very wobbly. I don't know if anyone notices that when they dock their Joy-Cons onto the Switch and play handheld, but it feels very loose. Like they're not locked into place securely.
I think it was
Because it happened to my sister.
I think it's with just after a while the what was
The
it?
console locks up. What?
Like the Switch kind of just it's not great. I'll be real.
I'd rather have it as a docked system.
Yeah.
I prefer it docked. And if I want to play handheld, I play on my Switch Lite. But that's like $500 right there.
Yeah.
And a lot of people were reporting Joy-Con drift for their Switch and analog stick drift on their Switch Lite. But I have to be completely honest, I have the Pokemon Sword and Shield one when it released November of 2019. And I've had no problems with it compared to playing on a regular Switch. I have no drift. The analog sticks and the buttons feel cleaner and softer. They don't feel very rough compared to the Joy-Cons. The Joy-Con analog sticks feel very cheap. Maybe it's just me. They feel very cheap in my fingers compared to other controllers I've played with over the years. Like the Xbox one, Xbox, best controller, no doubt. But the Joy-Cons feel very cheap. I don't like them. And then when you play on the Switch Lite, it's very comfortable. So for games like Strikers, Disgaea, SMT, they're perfect for portable. So the Switch Lite would be ideal over a regular Switch.
I mean, wait, what is E3 again? I was just curious.
June? 9th, June 10th. I don't know. Around
Okay.
that time.
Then there should be like a little announcement for SMT5 and any other Persona games that we're still curious about, and
They announced
including
that like 2 years ago, right?
what, the SMT5 like announcement.
Yeah, that was
Yeah, I
that was a
remember
while
that.
ago.
Oh,
it was like
that
for
was
the
it was
black-haired kid.
E3s.
It was the last year, but it's been like
It was
okay.
announced with Shin Megami Tensei 3 remake
Yeah.
or remaster.
That and like it's been what's called teased like 4 or 3 years ago. So they've been like working on this game for like non-stop. I'm not joking.
Wait,
Yeah.
that was 4 years ago already?
Yes. Not the actual like with the remaster of SMT.
The
3.
teaser with the black-haired kid?
Yeah. Hold on. I'll show you like
Really?
the very.
Alright,
I'll show you
I
like
need to
the
look
very.
this up. No, I need to look this up because I don't believe that.
No, they've been withholding that game for a long time, ever since
That's-
2017.
A little concerning.
I don't know. There was weird delays, and then they actually teased they're gonna like show have it worldwide this year. I doubt that, but they've been withholding since 2017.
He's right. It's been 4 years.
What?
And then the announcement trailer was released last year, July 20th. There was a separate announcement trailer. Or is it the
Yeah.
same? Actually, wait. I don't know if this is the same trailer.
Let me go check. Trailer.
Oh no, they're different. Okay, this is a teaser for the announcement.
There's official announcement, and there's like the
4
anniversary.
years ago. That's insane.
Yeah, they announced it during the 25th anniversary of the SMT series, but I'm not totally sure on that. But like I said, we're still waiting on it. I'm still waiting on it, and I want to know what
Wait,
the gameplay
and
is. What?
it says it'll have a simultaneous global launch on the Switch in 2021.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
I forgot about that. That's gonna be the first global game to come out. Like,
It's releasing this year.
So, but
So
they're
you
gonna
know
s-
what? We're gonna get something at E3.
Yeah,
We're gonna get a
Persona
release
and
date.
also-
yeah, you're gonna get the release date.
Probably November, around October, November.
Yeah, I'd say
Unless
so.
somehow they delay it again, I really hope they don't. 'Cause otherwise I would get
September
very
is
angry.
generous.
I doubt though. I doubt
No.
they'll delay it again.
I feel like they would have announced something by now.
Oh,
Unlike
E3 is
Nintendo,
coming
where
up.
it's like they got the people from Zelda and they were like, we don't have any news about Breath of the Wild 2. But here's this Skyward Sword remake.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
If you were expecting Breath of the Wild 2 news, sorry, we don't have any.
Oh yeah, ever
Okay.
since that announcement, I've been really, really curious on what the gameplay is going to be. I really hope they don't mess it up, because this is like their last shot for the SMT series for the Western audience. Otherwise, we won't get anything like a port.
Well, the
or
cinematic
remaster.
looks really good.
I mean, the character design, I will admit, it's not bad. It's what's it called? I guess geeky or whatever. What's it called? It looks like the character looks non-binary. Let's just say that, or like just
Yeah, I would say
you
they're
can't tell.
non-binary.
you can't tell, which is unique. I guess what I'm trying to say is like customization for the character, which is not present in any Persona game or in what's it called Shin Megami Tensei. Besides choosing a girl or a boy, but it's a different story. But like I said, there's no actual evidence of gameplay at all besides just teasers about Odin and all that stuff in the game that I know of, and it's in Tokyo. So we'll have to see. Oh my god.
I just realized I'm lost.
Is it gonna be only in Japanese? Because
No,
the
you're
trailer
lost.
is in Japanese. 5.
I'm looking for a store
Yeah,
buy stuff,
I
like,
think
It
items.
looks
so.
like it.
What are you
I
looking
feel
for?
like it will be, honestly. Unless they get more support, but I think it's already too late. If they're gonna like ever have a Japanese like English voice actors.
Yeah, they might. There's a chance of it.
Yeah, a lot of people have been debating what the story is going to be about, and I don't even know. Like, it's just extreme vagueness. I don't know. Ever since like you mentioned that the E3 is coming up, I have high hopes that they should announce gameplay at least. Otherwise, I'm going to be very angry.
Well,
You
there's
don't-
this Satan-looking guy in the beginning.
Oh, that's Lucifer.
Oh yeah. Oh
Okay,
yes.
then it's
just,
probably gonna be like
just
Lucifer trying to
Lucifer, you
take
know?
over or whatever.
Well, you
That's what it
could
looks
say
like. It looks like Lucifer trying to take over.
there's also another character.
He says
a
the god
demon-
you worship is dead. Here, this is what I found.
Yeah, in Nocturne, the world is destroyed. There's no god technically, so you have to build up from the ground up. I think this one's just like literally Lucifer is taking over the world. You have to
Oh.
start over.
Well,
Yeah.
this
I
is
guess
a
you're
this
going
is a
against
turn.
Lucifer then?
Well, here's a problem though. I don't know if we're gonna ditch the like what's it called, law, neutral, or
Your
chaos
alignments?
endings. Yeah, I think they're gonna get like I think they're gonna pull off like a thing from SMT3 with like reasons, where besides just alignments. I don't know. This is just a wild, complete guess. But I'm really hoping they do something about it because they keep also teasing with the character Odin too in the teasers. If you don't know who Odin is in Persona 5 or SMT.
This
Maybe
is
do
part of mythology, right?
yeah. Maybe
He's
Let
like
me
always
check
a
again.
persona. He's like always a persona though in like the games.
Yeah.
Lucifer?
No, well, they have like a type of Lucifer character in the Persona games.
Yeah, no, they have Lucifer in it. They have like different
They-
they have different
they have different versions,
Yeah,
yeah.
they have like Lucifer, Satan, Santanael. They have like three or four different.
Oh yeah,
types.
can I also like bring up something too while we're like talking about like these characters like Lucifer? Like they have characters like personas that you could just buy as DLC, and I don't know what's up with
Oh
that.
yeah, that was also weird. But I think it was because they had ones from the other games. Because I remember,
Oh, Izanagi,
yeah, because I remember they added it.
Thanatos? No, okay, I might be wrong.
No, it was
Thanatos?
Thanatos. Thanatos was one of them.
Izanagi is, use.
Yeah, but I'm just curious, like, why did they wait? Like, do they come at a higher level and stuff than the original characters, or do you get them as like a low level?
I think they were level 20, and then you were able to upgrade them?
Okay.
They were around level 20. You could get them in the beginning of the game, I think. That's how I used them in the first palace.
Yeah, I don't know if they're gonna do anything for SMT5 for like Steam or whatever. I think it's just gonna be like Steam, like what's it called, Nintendo Switch exclusive only. Just the way
It
like
looks
the
like
engine-
only Nintendo Switch, but it might come to Steam and PS5.
Maybe. There's a chance.
I'm just curious what the game is about, honestly, just story-wise. I mean, I don't know if they're gonna emphasize with the story now or what's going on, but just the concept itself is already interesting. So
Yeah.
It looks interesting.
but I know it's definitely not what's it called everyone's taste is. For my taste, though, I feel like this is a big change for me, I mean, as for like gaming wise. But I don't know. I mean, this is the game I've been hyping for like a long time already. So if this game disappoints me, I'm not gonna be mad because I already played SMT3. So I am satisfied from that. So we'll have to see. I don't know if there's anything for Persona though. Is what I'm curious about.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't think they have much.
I don't think they really have much at all for Strikers because what they're gonna call it, Persona 6 or what, or another
Is there
Persona spin-off.
DLC for it?
I don't think they're gonna have Persona 6 anytime soon.
No.
No.
Well, no, people are predicting 2022.
No, I doubt it. It's too soon. Especially after they just made Strikers and it's supposed to be a sequel. I don't know.
I don't know.
That's just me.
Yep.
Well, if they managed to pump out both Royal and Strikers.
Oh wait,
It's true.
they used the what's it called Unreal Engine 4 for this game for SMT5.
Wait, they did? You kidding me?
Yes.
That's
powered
Unreal
by-
Engine? Wow.
Yeah, I'm not joking. It's from this trailer though. Hold on, from the actual 2017.
Yeah, I
Hold on.
can see why the Switch can't handle some of these things.
Yeah, I don't know.
Do you know what
either.
engine they used for Strikers?
No.
Strikers probably was
Oh.
just their regular Persona engine.
Because I'm gonna be honest, I don't think the Switch can handle the quality either. Some things look pixelated.
Yeah, the Switch is not a powerful console. It's very weak.
Unless the pro decides to show up. Some
Oh,
business,
considering that it literally lights my system on fire every time I play a
Yes.
game, and then I have to leave my Switch plugged in every time I play it. Otherwise, it'll die in 15 minutes, and someone actually did a test about it. They left it on the lowest setting with nothing open, and it died in 15 minutes just on the menu.
How?
Yeah, that's a great question. I don't know. But I can confirm that, because that's happened to me.
Oh no,
Or
I got a question
charge
in
it?
class. I wasn't paying attention.
What? Oh, you're in class right now for the game?
What was the question you were asked?
Here's the thing, I wasn't reading. Oops.
Google
Sorry.
it.
Sorry, Yosuke, I embarrassed you. Oops.
You're horrible.
Ooh.
That's
Why
fine.
would you embarrass your best friend? Oh yeah, fun fact, they took out the gay romance option for Yosuke.
That is the thing. She's right. There was something.
Oh yeah. I
They
forgot
took
about
out the gay romance option, and honestly, I would have been perfectly okay with that option because I would have romanced him actually.
that. Yeah, I think that's the whole thing with Japan. I think it's a Japanese thing that they do sometimes. I think that's why. They're like they like don't put it in their games that much. It's rarely seen.
Alright, correct me if I'm wrong, but were there like lesbian vibes with Yukio's castle?
Whose castle?
In Yukio's
Yukiko.
castle, I don't
Yukiko?
think there.
I don't.
Hers?
I
I don't think
sense
there
it.
is.
Was
I
she calling
find it.
Chie her prince or something like that?
She
or
was,
that, like, just
because-
a metaphor?
I
It's
think
just a
that-
metaphor.
I thought that was a metaphor because she's like the tomboy of the game. I think that was it. I think
Well,
that's it.
I always saw them as a thing. I kind of liked them.
They're just best friends. That's basically what it is. So like she's the prince and she's always coming to like her.
Yeah.
That's the thing with Persona. Like these games, there's a lot of like imagery / personification. There's a really like interesting thing from like Persona 1 if I remember correctly. There's like a lot of like interesting imagery there, and I won't say what it is, but if you like decide that you want to look into the imagery itself, I would look it up. It's very interesting to see like what they took, which is why I think they definitely have like created this like the split of like more like realistic like things in Persona and like a completely different genre itself with the Shimigane. We're not an
Yeah.
entire different genre, but like this is just like the way the game is going to be played out, and it's not as crazy as it could be.
You know, I think another thing with it is, I think Persona low key makes itself kind of a dating sim in a way, with the confidence.
It does.
It is a dating sim if you
Yeah,
think
and I
about
think
it.
the fans take it a little too far.
I think it's just the way like the. You know what? It's just a mechanic, but like people push it because it's just like, oh, like my characters would look cute with that character, like it's one of those things.
Personalization?
Is that
It's
the
just
word?
it's just it's just you know
I don't know.
you're ultimately like
Preference?
yeah, you're like appeasing the preference that you have, whether that. Granted, these are all like kids that are like underaged, anyways. So like no.
Yeah,
I mean-
that's a big problem there too.
I don't.
No,
I
go
don't-
to jail.
No, no,
I don't.
do not pass go.
I
Do not collect
don't
$200.
remember. I don't remember who I romanced them for. I think it was Yukiko. But
Okay.
for 5, Vanilla, I romanced on, and then for Royal, I obviously went for Kazumi.
Okay.
Kazumi, I see as the canon
Yo,
partner for
Yeah,
him.
no, she's pretty much canon.
She's
It's like, it's
100% the
it's
canon
heavily
partner.
implied, like really implied.
They're just perfect for each other. They have the synergy.
I mean, even the creator for Persona 5 said that he made them to like mimic one another with her design. Isn't that what they said something like that, right?
I have to look through the art book again because I have it, but you might be right.
They said I think it's in the art book they mention it. They said
I
like,
think she
oh,
was a really good character about grief. and depression and like living in someone's shadow and wanting to be like them.
Yeah.
And also the message of how you don't have to rush having high skill, because she wanted to be like her sister, but she felt like she wasn't at that skill level, and she felt she wasn't good enough, which turns into depression and all of those mental illnesses that come with it. So that was like a really good message to show. But I feel like her arc was just short. I wish they did more. And the fact that you couldn't romance her until like the very end, like they restricted the confidant, I don't know, it made me sad. There just wasn't enough.
Oh, how long is this podcast, by the way? I forgot to
So
ask.
far we're on 2 hours right now. We're pretty decent length.
Yeah, we're deep into it.
Yeah, we're like really deep. Like we're dug deep in this right now. I don't think we're gonna be able to get this out, boys. We're
I
all
know.
stuck down here.
I don't know. I just got a riddle and apparently I got it right, even though I literally couldn't understand what I just read. But okay. My brain hurt.
You can always look up the answer. That's what I do. I'm serious.
What do you
though.
mean?
not?
Go back. Answer the riddle. Go back.
No, I know I answered it correctly. I don't know what
Oh.
I don't know what he was saying, but I got it right.
Wait, how many endings are there for Persona 4 Golden? If I don't mind asking, what's the
so-
spoiler?
It's a spoiler in itself, but no, not really.
No, it is a spoiler.
It's a spoiler. Okay, never mind.
It's a spoiler, yeah, no, don't. I think there's like 2-3 endings.
There's 2 endings if we're talking about the game. Actually, no wait. Is there 2?
I
Is
think
it one of
it's
those-
2 or 3 endings.
It's one of these games where like if you don't do certain things in the game, you don't achieve.
You
the
go
final end.
bye-bye.
So basically,
you
it's
go
like a good or
bye-bye.
bad ending.
I'm gonna.
You go no game end. Game end. Goodbye.
Like
Okay,
I'll say,
'cause-
like in 3, so like in 3 there's like 2 choices, but there's like like throughout the story there's multiple ways to cause it like to end earlier. Mostly it's just like, oh, you just didn't do the thing, like, and you time ran up, right, and then you just like lose, and that's like the game over, right? That's technically an ending, right? But in 4 I think there's technically, with Golden I think there's 3. There's 2 at one point, and then there's another like part where like you could have another alternative ending technically.
I feel like I'm kind of based right now, Viola, man. I'm kind of sick of like the good endings or the bad endings. It's just like,
Well, it's not
no,
a
I
good
don't-
it's not a good or bad ending. More or less, it's like the true endings.
Yeah.
It's like, what is a true ending?
The true
Right.
ending is you go home.
You go home.
That's it. No, really, that you go home. That's what it is. You go home in Persona 4 and 5.
That reminds me of that video where you speedrun it. Sorry, I just keep it popping in my head. The video you sent me,
going
Caitlin. The guy screaming. But yeah, I'm not shocked because I've seen the actual ending for Persona 5. Not the actual, like, everything contact. I just saw, like, the meme about it, but that was about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or what's it called? SMT games, they're not, like, there's no true ending besides SMT 3, which I know there's apparently a true ending. But let's just say that it's a true chaos ending. That's what I've been heard and teased about. But no, it's just like, what's it called? Your choices, and just, oh, here's not the true ending. It's just basically what you decide is the true ending, I guess, question mark. Like, I think that makes sense to you, I guess, is the best way I can put it.
Mm-hmm.
An ending you prefer?
Yeah, like, let's say you line of law, you believe in God, and that you want to, like, get rid of the sick, quote, the sinful people in the world, or you want to align with chaos, or where you align with the, what's it called, the powerful of the people, who can, like, go against who's the strongest of them all. And there's neutral, depending on, just deciding not to go with God or the demons, like, devils in general. It's just, like, I guess, like, a middle path. Like, I don't know how to explain it, because it's very different for every SMT game. But basically, you just don't side with any god. Or, quote, a god. Because honestly, all the gods are kind of kind of like psychotic, I will say.
They
I
make
don't
him
know if you feel that.
psychotic in the game.
Well, they all have like their own agendas, like in that game,
Why?
right?
Like I said, like in what's called SMT9, you literally can kill like the Virgin Mary, because if you don't align with her, you said align with Kaino. She's like, okay, I'm gonna get rid of you now because you don't believe what I believe. I'm like, okay then, here we go, we're gonna beat up Mary. Literally, it's a really wild story. I literally can stop thinking about that. You can literally like kill the Virgin Mary. No offense, but like, it's in the game. What did you expect? What do you? Which I'm very surprised.
It's just like what they really want you to see.
Yeah, and like if you don't agree with them, you're like, okay, you really want to do that. You really want to do that. Well, here comes like a little god trying to kill you right now. You're just going against God right now, dude. You can't escape.
I mean, and the same could be said about the opposite, where you go against like the devil. So,
Yeah,
but here's my like. There's like a neutral ending, like in the middle. Is there not?
there is always a middle ending, but it's not like aligned with a god or anything. It's
Is that just
kind
like
of going
your
rogue,
character?
basically.
Oh.
Yeah, it's kind of going rogue. I get quote unquote. I don't know like actual endings for SMT. Actually, no, I've seen some endings for SMT 1 and 2 where you just basically align with like literally no one. You don't want to go with either
Yeah.
Lucifer or what's his name? I don't know the
other
angel
guy.
the other guy. Yeah,
Michael?
I think it was Michael
No,
or Mellotron.
Michael's one of the angels.
Well, he
What's
said
his name?
angel guy.
What's his name? Monotron? Mida?
Oh,
Metatron?
wait! I know his name. Hold on.
Metatron.
Yes, wait. I think it said Metatron. There's like Metatron or something like that. I know who you're talking about.
Yes, he's actually. Let me go check right now.
Why does it sound like an auto? Why does it sound like an Autobot?
That's a little lame though.
That's what it is, though. It is Metatron.
He is what's it called? I think he's part of the biblical. He's from what he said. Quote. It says quote. Well, no. This is from a different wiki, but let me see. He is a giant angel that acts as God's messenger. A literal God messenger says, "Hey, you want to align with me right now, or else I'm gonna tell God you just messed up real bad."
Oh my god.
SMT
Yes,
really does
SMT
take the
is
dark
extreme.
route. Oh my. Oh.
Hold on, where was it? Where's like the actual like wiki? It's the voice of God. I think it's this Mellotron or whatever his name is.
Is that what
It's-
is that his name? Just the voice of God?
No, but it's like his like nickname, I guess. But here's his voice. Here's the actual like the name of it.
Metatron.
Metatron. Metatron.
Okay.
Sorry, it's just like Transformers all of a sudden. But yeah, that's Metatron. I think it's actually based from what's it called? I don't know about much.
Wait,
about the
wait,
Bible.
hold on. I have to interrupt. There's no way this game just offered me an option where I'm at the basketball club and cleaning up. It gave me the option I either help out or I quote, be an ass and leave.
Oh, because that person on the basketball team is you know what? He's mean.
It's a bully.
Which
He is a
one?
bully.
Which one?
They're just like telling you, hey, you could either become a basketball player or a soccer player or whatever the other one is, right?
Here's what he looks like. It's
Wait,
really
am I thinking of
weird.
the right thing?
I
I
don't-
think his name was like Ko or something like that.
Ko's the
Paul.
basketball guy.
Yeah, I think he was mean.
I think
Paul,
the other guy
imagine
is
this
mean.
thing descends
he's
upon you.
sassy.
Hold on.
The other guy looks mean.
Here,
One of
here's
them
what I
had
mean.
an attitude.
But no, that's what it looks like. It just
Oh yeah, I've seen Metatron. yeah.
Koichijo.
see what other characters are villain Nocturne. But yeah, it's one of the gods you can align with in the law.
Oh, never
Route.
mind. I'm thinking of the. I think his friends made fun of him or something.
Nocturne.
Why
I
is
think Ko's friends made fun of him.
Fusion. Let's see. Where is it? Who is the strongest in the law? Enshu. Odin.
How do I know when I'm strong enough I should go try and fight? What's it called again?
if you've well, I mean, honestly, it's more or less like as you get closer and closer to the date, it's like you should try.
I haven't been given a date yet. That's the thing.
Oh, did they not give you one?
No.
They might.
Chie's just like, hey.
No, you know what it is?
help.
It's when the fog is gonna come in. That's what it is.
Oh yeah, the fog.
That's what it is.
Oh,
wait,
the
I think
rainy.
I know what you're
Oh
talking
wait, the
about.
rainy days, right?
Yeah.
It's bad when it's rainy. Really bad.
Is
You
that
gotta
right?
hurry.
I have to wait until it rains, or before it rains.
Right. You.
No, you're
the
so-
game. The game is gonna tell you. It's gonna. Okay. You'll see. Oh.
If it rains, it's really bad.
Does it? Do you have like a weather system that you can like check? It might be your TV at home. It
It's
might be
TV
something
at
like
home.
that.
Oh, yeah. What's it called? I don't know if you have the moon system for SMT, but apparently the moon shifts to like new moon to like eclipse. Wait, no, to eclipse to full moon. I don't know. It affects the fusion spells and all that, basically.
I'm
There's
pretty
similar
sure though.
things.
The game might even tell you though, Paul, that like you have to go. Like it's the last day.
Yeah, you need to go, Paul. If it happens, go, because it will. You will have to start all over. Yeah.
I think I have a day or two before it gets bad.
Yes. I don't know. I feel like Persona. I feel like it's a cool mechanic, but at the same time, in my opinion, it's not my cup of tea. Honestly. I don't know. It's just me or not.
I'm gonna try. Maybe. Okay, I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna go home.
What?
Go home. Look at my TV. See when the forecast is.
Actually, who's the strongest Persona in Persona 4? I'm very curious. Or Golden, whatever.
I think there's like a bunch of different ones.
There's like something Izanagi Picaro. There's like a.
Oh yeah, I forget that
there's
you
like
skip the day if you return home though.
No, you can go back out.
No, but
Isn't-
you see how it's evening now?
Oh.
So you just like wasted a time. Yeah.
Okay, I have till the 27th. It says there's a red dot. There's a red number on the 29th.
It's just a
so-
weekend, I think. No, it's just
Alright, well then I have
yeah.
till,
They're
I
just
ha- I
they're
have
just
till
a
the
weekend or
I
something.
have till Wednesday.
Yeah. Is it Naki? Yeah, I heard of them. Hold on, let me look them up right now.
Like
Bro.
If you wanted to do it, you could have talked to Yosuke. Oh no, right? It's Yosuke, right, in this game,
yeah.
right? You could have talked to Yosuke, and you could have pushed the narc.
I did it once.
Magolian.
You could have hit rank 3, and rank 3 would have been pretty cool.
I think it's called Almighty if you use what's it called? That one spell that literally doesn't have any effects for what's it called? It's like a really powerful spell. Or whatever you use. You know what I'm talking about, Paul, right? So just the M.
It's also like pretty casual, like the way they like tell you about like game mechanics. Like those girls right there, like they're literally telling you like, oh, you have to have the stats at like a certain point to have a job in this game.
Yeah, but they don't tell you how to get the stats.
Well, but that's the point. It's like, okay, like if I want a part-time job, like how do I get those? Uh-oh, good luck.
It's this thing.
This thing of what? Wait,
Yeah.
what?
Thing is, though, like later on, they give you like a final or something, and you have to like know all these things.
Yeah, I remember that from 5. I cry.
Did you fail your finals?
No, I've passed them every time, but it's like, oh god, pain.
Or did you look them up? Or
Both.
did you look them up? Okay. At least you're honest. Because there's some people out there who just try at least.
Paul, do you want to wrap this up, by the way?
I think we've pretty much said everything at this
Yeah, I
point.
think we've
I
gone
think,
through
I think we're
everything.
all good for this one. Gonna be honest. I don't got
Okay.
much. I don't have much more to say. I don't know about you guys.
I honestly have covered
No, I think we
everything,
said what we
honestly.
need to say.
Yeah. But
Yes.
no, I'm glad I was able to be on the podcast, Paul. Very glad, because I actually never been to a podcast, so it's like super cool of you to invite me.
Oh great! I love it when Persona 4 crashes again when I
It
use
did?
when I use my keyboard. I saved
Is
before.
it-
I saved before, so it's fine. I didn't.
Well, it's the perfect time, I guess.
I saved every day, so it's fine.
What's next week or 2 weeks from now? What's the next
Alright.
topic that we wanted to do again?
Our next week is gonna be, what was it, on the 11th, gonna be MOBAs, League and Dota
MOBAs.
2. I'm probably gonna talk about some other ones along the way. Maybe I know there's a couple of them out there, like Smythe.
Is the
Here's-
project event still going on at that time? Because we could just play Nexus Blitz.
Oh yes, the project event should be going on. We can showcase that off a little bit and have some fun with that. That'd be good for it. That'd be good.
Oh,
for
it
the
is?
episode.
Is it ending June 14th?
No, it lasts a while. I
It
think.
lasts a while.
It lasts like at least a month.
Oh, okay. So we could just play Nexus Blitz on stream.
Yeah, we can.
That'll be good.
That's totally.
That'll be good for the stream.
Yeah,
Yeah, we can get some string
it's gonna be
content.
stupid. Can I jungle for it?
No.
Yeah, no, yeah, yeah.
Why? You know I like playing Evelyn
the votes
jungle.
are in.
No.
The votes are in. No.
Damn.
No.
Guess I'm gonna have to lane.
No.
I'm gonna have to do something else in life.
Yeah. You're gonna not be a jungler at all. That's like the worst job you can ever do.
Oh, that's okay. I won 6, 4, and 12 last time's Evelyn,
see.
though, right?
Those are rookie numbers.
Rookie numbers? Alright, I
Rookie
guess I gotta buy it. Well, if Medjai's existed in Nexus Bliss, I'd probably be one-shotting everyone if I had to be completely honest.
But what was it? Back to the schedule. Then after that, on June 25th,
music
we
and
got
video
music and
games.
games. Then after that, on July 9th, we got how video games just connected us all with each other. And then after that, well, we haven't figured that one out yet, but stay tuned for that one. We'll come up with it soon. Well, we'll definitely have it by next episode. But yeah, that wraps up this one. This is a pretty good episode all around. Thanks for coming on, and for this
Yeah,
episode.
no, thank you though. I hope y'all have me over next time if we're able to.
Oh,
Well, to join more.
Yeah,
Anytime,
definitely.
man.
Alright, well, everyone have a good night. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you all in the next episode. Good night, everybody.
Like
Good
guys.
night.
Good night.